right. This is Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio, episode 43, and I'm here with my main man, Tim Huber, my short fellow here in the corner there, Mark Tanner, the most sexiest man in window cleaning, and our guest, Joseph Henry Hardee. What's up, Henry?
What's up, man?
How are you doing, man? How's the hurricane treating you, brother?
It's rough. We still trying to get around. A lot of roads still closed down here, and we're still around. We're starting to pick back up and get busy again.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Does everybody have power back?
No, there's still some of them that don't have power because they're still flooded out. I don't think the electrical companies can get into them yet.
Yeah.
There's still whole areas that are underwater and will probably be underwater for a while. And
you're able to get out and about?
Yeah, we're able to get out and about. Two of the areas I service is Southport and Wilmington. And up until today, I have not been able to get in them areas because the roads were where we couldn't get in there. And I just found out today that both
them. Yeah, and you drive a Chevy too, right? So ankle deep water is probably a no-no.
And Mark knows all about ankle deep water. That's life-threatening for him. Dude, so
how are the winds, man?
Yeah, dude.
Were the winds intense?
Huh?
Were the winds intense or what?
The wind was not actually as bad as what I thought it would be. It was windy, of course, but it wasn't. I mean, I slept in the camper during a lot of the storm.
Well, you lost your trailer?
It lost my father's trailer, yeah. It lost my trailer, his trailer. He was staying in it. But I can't feel too bad about that. I was 30 years old, and we kind of knew it wasn't going to make it for a storm ahead of time.
Right. So I thought it was your work trailer. So
No, that was the trailer he lived in. So
that sucks.
Yeah, he moved in the camper with me now for a little while. So that.
Bunking it.
Yeah, that kind of crowded.
How many acres you got up yonder?
14 acres.
Nice. Between you and your father, it's all a family thing?
Well, it was originally his. He lost it in a divorce. Long story short, I come in and bought it all. And, but like I said, it's in my name. It's my land, my place, but
the Circle H, baby. The Circle H.
Yep, Circle H.
Yeah, boys. Nice.
Hey, I tell you what, man. I watch your live videos and I see you walk Rob Peloso. Did you guys see what Rob posted? The set he posted because Mark's always talking about Joe's on a set. It's not real. Like none of that is real. It's all a set. And Rob Peloso posted a picture of a set with like two different sets. It's fucking hilarious, man. Rob Peloso. Hey, shout out to Rob Peloso for all the artwork and shit. I've been saving it up. Every time he posts something or sends it to me, I save it. And I'm like, and now what I need to do is I need to figure out how to take his covers that he makes for me and upload those as the thumbnail for the podcast. You know what I mean? So when it gets uploaded, it's, you know what I mean? I got to figure that file you made me, Tim.
I use PicMonkey.
Okay.
I think it's $8 a month for this.
And it'll shrink shit down for you. Okay.
Well, what you can do is you can go in there and edit it, put whatever you want on the pic. So pull it up from where you got.
I feel like Joe's represent.
I like it.
I feel like Joe's left out. I feel like he's all by himself.
But I can have you a pro at that PicMonkey in a half hour, man.
Sweet. You gotta show me how to work that, or you.
Yeah.
Tim, you ain't got shit to do. You're always. I mean, you're never busy.
No, just send me.
I just send you the artwork and you could do it for me, right?
Yeah.
You're never busy, dude.
Yeah, just throw me the artwork.
Right, hey, when you're not doing nothing.
Right.
Whenever that is.
With 7 kids and
Right.
Oh my gosh.
See, Mark's down with the clowns. Oh, and he changed his fucking hat on us. That's fucked up.
I love it. That's hilarious.
Solid move.
Oh, boo. Well, I'm gonna keep mine on a number. Go ahead.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, but
TJ and I are both. I don't know about TJ. I think he told me he's shipping his fedora.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to travel with it, so it stays safe. And I'll probably be bringing mine. You are going to sign our hats, right?
I would be glad to sign your hats if you sign the jorts that I am wearing.
All right.
Dude, as long as I don't know. Or are you going to be wearing them when he signs them? Because if he is, I want to get a picture of that. He won't have to bend over, Joe. He won't have to bend over.
I actually had my office manager today make me a pair of nice, good jorts. I don't wear them Saturday. Joe,
they have a hammer loop, right?
Them things are tight.
Mark, that's a good look for you, man. Kind of that Florida beach bum, got the thing going on. You know what I mean? That is a good look.
Yeah. This is my Ricky Ricardo special right here, buddy.
I think you look swimming in it. Me and Joe, however, we look sophisticated.
You guys look like gangs.
The deal behind the fedora. I'm ugly. We all know that.
Did you say you're ugly?
So I walk in a bar and I'm trying to hook up with a woman. Everybody's in there looking good. Everything. I got the fedora. That's all I got going.
Yeah, right. That's fucking great. I love it. He says, "Hey, I'm ugly." It's great. I fucking love that shit.
My cheeks are already hurting, guys.
Yeah, dude. You know what, man? Everyone sees the Wet and Willie videos. That's an actual fedora. It started out as a fedora, and it just kind of over time just kind of hillbillied out all by itself. You know what I mean? Because it just kind of hillbillied. Yeah, dude. That's all my papa's stuff. Now, my grandfather was a very nice dresser. He was a very sharp dresser. He was a Freemason, my grandfather. So he always had a nice suit on. His shoes were always polished. He was always to the nines. But when you take all of his gear and mix it up, it can turn into some really hillbilly looking shit. You know what I mean? So I was like, man, this is the perfect. Here's some bibs. Here's that old wool coat. Here's this old tie, you know what I mean? And we just rocked it out, man. I just, Wet and Willie. William Wetterly.
I got a question now, because I've been watching these podcasts for a while, and I'm honored to be on here tonight. But Mark, I know you're the go-to man on glass restoration and everything, but every time I see these podcasts, I look in the background, and there he goes. He disappears.
And he turned his camera around.
Did he touch you?
He didn't want to answer the question.
No, I'll answer anything you got, Joe.
Just still there. I look in the background. I see this barrage you got going on with all this, mechanic stuff laying everywhere. Is the best way to put it. So what do you do? Like winter restoration Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and mechanicing Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, or something? I mean,
no. I do. I can't even see anything going on here. Give me a second,
guys. Live from the back of Mark Tanner's phone, we bring you Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to answer everything you want to know.
Those are aimed at his ankles, which is all
Stop it. My cheeks really hurt.
I'm wearing shorts on Saturday, just to let you know.
Oh, man. See, I do. Listen, even as a joke, I can't, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't wear jorts. I just can't. I can't do it.
I bought a phone clip to put on, too.
Oh, gee.
I'm going old man style.
Was anybody heard what kind of
Hey, there he is. Oh, and he's gone.
I'm getting a nice pair of holes.
Okay. Let's back the truck. Am I gone? Don't do that, dude.
You are gone. We can hear you. We can hear you, but we can't see you.
Says everyone.
Yeah.
Dude, this is like going to be the best podcast episode we ever did. I'm telling you, dude.
How big a turnout is Harry expecting?
It's just hilarious.
How big of a turnout is he expecting? I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not real sure, man.
A lot of people say they're going. Now, you know how that goes, but it sounds like
everyone always says they're going.
Yeah.
Well, dude.
How about now?
No, you're still not there, bro. Your camera's off.
God damn it. Am I on?
No.
You just fucking with me.
No, I swear to Mark, I would not fuck with you like that, bro.
The man who knows how to do everything except operate a phone.
Yeah, the man who could do the man of 1,000 holds except for this one.
How did we get here?
Mark Tanner. The man of 999 holds because he can't fucking hold that phone right.
You know what the coolest thing about your podcast is?
What's that, Joe?
I watch them, and I see Tim over there smoking.
Yeah.
I see Mark over there chewing his dip. I see Beer being drunk. I'm like, yeah, that's my kind of podcast right there. We can have fun with that.
Yeah, man. And I think people come to this podcast and see it in the window cleaning groups and all that stuff and come to it thinking it's going to be one thing, and it's not. And we're not trying to be extra special. You know what I mean? We're just trying to be us. We figured, because there's a lot of there's already some guys that do this, and we wanted to do something. There's Mark. We always wanted to do something that would be different than that. We're not trying to be nobody else. We're trying to be us. You know what I'm saying? So
everybody makes the videos that want to teach you how to clean windows. We already know how to clean windows, so we just want to talk to window cleaners.
Right.
I'm not going to learn how to clean windows tonight.
No, because hey, Joseph, contrary to what you might think, we feel that you're fairly proficient at doing it. You know what I mean? There's no reason to talk technique. I know a lot of guys like to ask technique video. You know, the technique. I've done a few. You've seen my technique. You can go back and look. Maybe later on I'll give you a revised version, maybe a year from now. But you've seen how I clean windows. I'm just going to show you jobs and talk about shit now. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be like, this is how you wet the windows. This is how you add salt to your water. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, how many of them can there be on YouTube? You know what I mean?
And there's already dudes
everybody wants to do that.
And podcasts are the same way.
We got the best 6-year veterans teaching all the new guys, so we can just sit back and do whatever we want.
Right, dude. Right, bro. Right. There's more window cleaning knowledge in this group right here than maybe 10 of those YouTube dudes put together.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Easy. And maybe one or two guys could do that, but just the experience of one or two of us in here. One of us in here, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, bro. Right. I've only been doing it for a little bit of time compared to you guys. So, you know what I mean? But I've still been doing it longer than them. And I'm not saying that matters, but what does matter is your the product review is really the thing that bothers me the most, because a lot of guys review product and they're not really versed in the product to begin with. Like, their first couple of tools are shit that's newfangled to us. You know what I'm saying?
So what pisses me off is people to review products and they're giving it a good review, whether it's good, bad, or ugly, just because they're getting paid to give that review, or kickbacks or whatever else. That aggravates the hell out of me.
I will admit right now that Outlaw Window Cleaner just received its first kickback ever. Perry Tate made 4 gunslingers with Outlaw Window Cleaner logos on them.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about.
I'm being transparent here and saying, you know what I mean? So, but our reviews of the Gunslinger, I feel like, have been verified and justified by a lot of fucking people. I know there are some, issues with it, but they have been worked out. They have been ironed out. And, hey, at least we didn't sell our souls for rock and roll. You know what I mean? We're still standing here on our own 2 feet, Outlaw Window Cleaner, even after all of that shit they did, everything they tried to do. Go after my website, take Tim's YouTube channel, talk all kinds of shit, and we're standing here still like, fuck the free world. You know what I'm saying?
Break it.
You know what I mean? So it's, that's why and I told you this when the podcast was in its infancy, Joe, that you were kind of an inspiration for the podcast. It's like, man, here's this dude getting on here. Half the time I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, because he's talking about shit I don't pay attention to, but he's speaking his mind and he's being himself. And that right there, to me, is impressive, because there's not a lot of people, especially in our industry, that are social media savvy, that are themselves.
Well, my whole thing with speaking yourself is, and like everybody knows, I have not got paid from a vendor or any group. So until somebody starts paying my bills, I get to speak whatever I want. It don't hurt me. If one person follows my videos, I'm going to make the same money if 1,000 people follow my videos.
Right, exactly.
So I don't care what they think about what I say.
Man, I'm in this, because at the end of the day, what you're doing for a living is what you do for a living. This is just something to do.
Unfortunately, sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes.
I'm still disappointed that Tim's not going. I was gonna have you take me and get a Bon Jovi tattoo.
I wasn't
I would have done it in a heartbeat. I'm sorry. No, it's.
Listen, I was not going to bring that up, but Mark,
now
we just brought the whole level of the podcast down.
Unfortunately,
just so we get it in the podcast since we talked about it beforehand. But no, I unfortunately it's been raining here nonstop, and it's going to continue raining. So it's just backlogging.
It's going to rain down there. Yeah, it's going to rain down there tomorrow too. It's fucking.
And I have to. There's this building I have to have done by this weekend. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And
does that mean you got to drive by yourself out there now? Or
no, me and Joshua Schoaf and Jason Snyder are still rolling out hard body karate outlaw window cleaner style.
Represent.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to come out and represent anyways. So, fuck Tim. Hashtag fuck Tim. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, when Tim told me that, you can ask my old lady, man, on Facebook if you like. You guys are friends with me on Facebook. And I've been a prick the last couple of days. I'm upset about it. I'm upset.
I'm upset about it.
I know Tim's upset.
Beyond upset about it.
Yeah, I know Tim's upset, but I'm like, man, dude, this sucks, man. Because this was going to be fucking epic. You know? Fuck, man.
No offense, and this ain't against anybody. Tim was the first outlaw when he first started the outlaw thing.
Exactly.
And I've been looking forward to meeting Tim for a long time. He's such a beautiful dude. And then I was thinking of swinging beds there,
I was going to get right.
Mark, you still got time to give Mark a handy in the rental car.
No,
man, somebody's picking you up, ain't Alan Smith. Alan Smith is picking you up.
Listen, let me tell you about Alan. Alan is so much fun. Like, I'm skinny. I'm a skinny dude. Like, this guy is skinny to me. Like, this guy is super skinny, but he's like a legit cowboy from Texas. Like,
Olive
he might have
That's
herpes.
all I got to say. He told me to bring up Olive Garden. He told me to bring up Olive Garden.
Yeah, he might have traded some Olive Garden for some herpes in Florida.
Right.
But
shout out Alan. He called me today to tell me about his story.
Dude, I'm telling you, fucking Alan is hilarious. I can't believe
Tim. So much fun.
About 30 minutes, tell me he's picking up coon dogs in Missouri while he's there and taking them back. I'm like, who the hell goes to a window cleaning grand opening and picks up coon dogs? Only Alan.
Dude.
So listen, if this dude is ever since we literally were together Tuesday through Friday, and ever since then, if he can't get a hold of me, he calls up my wife and says, Sister Leah, where's Brother Tim at? I mean, that dude is like family now. I mean, I'm trying to get him up here and work this fall. I think he'd be so much fun to hang out with.
Yeah, I did. I was thinking the same thing.
I got a question, Tim.
Yeah.
He was at the Orlando convention, right?
Yeah.
He looks exactly like Woody from that Buzz Lightyear movie, right? Yeah. I seen him. Oh my God!
I'm telling you right now, he called me today, and I was I thought I was talking to my cousin from Tennessee. I was just like, we was talking about coon. He was like, hey. He goes, I'm gonna come up here, and then I think I'm gonna come up a day early, and we're gonna go coon hunting the night before. That ought to be fun. I was like, you're gonna come up and go coon hunting? He's like, yeah. I'm gonna have a look at a dog. I might go partners on this dog. And I'm like, wow, bro. I miss my cousin so much. You know what I mean?
Dude, I'm trying to get a deer wise up there too and take it back.
Yeah. He's a trip, man. He's a cool ass dude.
He is.
We got these big ass deer up here. He needs to come hunt these.
Got the mule deers now. We got big ass whitetails up here. Man. Big. They're horses. Do you believe it or not? All right, Joe. I got a tap. I can't wear my headphones and the fedora at the same time. I got to get different headphones. There's one of the islands that I'm on is got deer on it, and I God only knows how. I'm sure they got over on the ice. You know what I mean? They end up just staying. Yeah. But these fucking deer are like horses, dude. They are fucking huge, dude. Well, they're huge.
Zero predators.
Down here, big deer is going to be at the most, a big buck, you're looking at 180, 200 pounds. I mean, that's a big deer.
Wow.
As big as they get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, Seth, When are you coming into town?
Friday morning. I landed at like 9.
Did you trim your beard?
Mark Tanner.
Trimmed it down a little bit.
I think.
Why?
Why?
It was getting out of control for a while. I was getting food in it.
You were worried TJ was really going to rub on it, weren't you?
Yeah.
Try to keep it nice,
Right?
you know?
Yeah. I said I wanted scruffle. I didn't mean like shaggy dog type shit. I wanted just a little bit of a Brillo pad. You know what I mean? Like fresh out the box. Fresh out the box Brillo pad. Not that used up, worn out shit. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. I got enough of that on my chin already. So Mark Tanner will be there. You'll be there Thursday, right, Mark?
Yeah, I
What
land
a
at
loser.
noontime Thursday morning.
What are you gonna do? All day Thursday, all day Friday. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna hang out with you on Friday, obviously.
Well, I'm
Mark is
going
gonna
looking
be.
for Bigfoot. I'm going on a Bigfoot expedition.
Hey, whatever you do, don't get lost or taken away by Bigfoot, because you're like a Scooby snack, like a fucking pizza roll. Mark's a little pizza roll. Little old Mark's he's gonna get swiped up by Bigfoot, little pizza roll ass looking ass motherfucker.
Look. I'll tell you the reason behind it was, in order to fly out of Palm Beach International, which is only like 20 minutes from my house, they didn't have anything on Friday, and they only had Saturday, or my wife would have to pick me up at midnight in Fort Lauderdale, which is like an hour-and-a-half drive. So I'm like, no, I'd rather you not come to Fort Lauderdale at midnight. That's just ridiculous to wake my whole house up. So that's just the way it worked out, and it's fine. I'll find stuff to do, I'll go scout out the barbecue. I'll probably have a couple Bigfoots in my hotel room that you guys will be like, I wanted to be a part of that.
Well, dude, I'm gonna start at what do you call those? What are those fundraisers on Facebook called?
GoFundMe?
Yeah, GoFundMe for a Concorde plane ticket for Tim to fly out of Columbus or wherever the fuck, so he can just get on the plane Friday evening and be there in like a couple of hours. How much will that cost? Only $2,000 or $3,000, right? We could do that in a couple days.
I was actually looking at one ways, man. That's how
How much is it?
How much is it one way?
like 400.
Oh fuck!
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I got
That's
mine
all
for
you
$89.
Yeah, that's all you need is $400? Shit, we can make that. That's all you need. We can have that fucking done, bro. You jump on the plane that night, we'll drive you back.
We don't have to start a GoFundMe for that.
Huh?
We don't have to start a GoFundMe for that.
No, we don't have to start a GoFundMe for that.
I'll kick in 50.
Yeah, I'll kick in 53 cents and a cheeseburger when you get here.
Yeah.
We'll pick you up from the airport. We got to pick Richie up from the airport anyways. Tim, we're just trying to any kind of plan we can make up. If I had dude, I tell you, this is how serious I thought about this. If this dude wasn't so insistent, I would have came down there Thursday to help you. That's how I'm serious. I was trying to work it. I was going to jump. I did it for Josh. I was going to jump in the truck and fucking first thing Thursday morning and just cruise. Get down there and try to crack something out with you. But, this dude's, I got to have my construction cleaned done now. So, and he's not opening for another 2 weeks. I need it done now.
I got to do this building solo on Friday too, so it's going to be amazing.
Fuck you.
How big is the job?
How big is
it?
It's 3 stories, but it'll probably take me 8 or 9 hours by the time I'm done with all the ladder work and shit.
What time are you getting there? It's 3. You're doing 3-story ladder moves?
Yeah,
How many?
30.
How many sets of the ladder do you got to do?
1, 2, so probably 8 aside on that one. Yeah.
8 3-story ladder moves?
Yeah, per side.
Oh, per side. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dude, why?
Yeah. And then I got
don't you ever
because
reach
there's
it?
no way to put a lift in there. Yeah, but I don't know how to use reach it yet.
Oh
man.
my God.
We're still learning, dude.
Dude, you could do that. I could do that fucking job in 3 hours.
Yeah, you probably could.
It's construction clean, ain't it? Isn't it construction clean?
No, it's not a construction. It's just,
Oh.
but it hasn't been cleaned.
Mark.
It hasn't been
Oh my God.
Listen, I wanted more than anything you to go stay in the Airbnb so that I can watch you walk from the Airbnb to TJ's truck with your asshole caved in after.
Because it's going to get rough and rugged in there. Joseph Henry Hardee's going to be there. He's going to be on the swinging beds, too.
I don't want them.
You're going in there, Joe?
I'm going in the swinging beds.
Hey, Joseph, you better wear your blue jeans and keep your fucking belt on, brother. You better tighten that up. Get you an extra notch in your belt.
I compare George.
I think everyone will be safe though, because I don't think Henry Dreest is going to be able to make it.
And I told her, I said, I'm in this hotel with 16 other guys.
Right.
Or the Airbnb with 16 other guys. So that just ain't gonna work.
It'll probably be really sophisticated. Casper staying in the Airbnb, Harrison staying in there, Joe's gonna be staying there, Tim was gonna be staying in there. He's flying out of fucking Columbus or somewhere. I'm fucking, what do you hey my ass, motherfucker?
I'm dead serious. I'll chip in on it.
Yeah, I'm fucking dead serious too.
I'm going out to work tomorrow. I'm gonna see what I can get done. It's supposed to stop raining.
Listen, I will fucking
help. It's $400 to fly out of Columbus to Kansas City.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It was $89 for me to fly from Boston to Kansas City.
Mine was 129 from.
Yeah, it was cheap. I got insurance and everything. It was like $105.
Columbus sucks, man.
But I did
Mark
cheap to
paid
fly anywhere.
$79,000 for his ticket.
No, mine was like.
Dude, if I want to tell you guys. I'm going to tell you guys, Mark's going to be pissed off at me. But I want you guys see, everyone's going to was going to give Mark shit because of all of his toys and shit, but you have never met a dude agonize over money like this fucking guy did. He's like, hey, it's $1,000 just to come out, hang out with you assholes. You know what I mean? He was just like, he did not want to do it. He's like, oh. I was like, dude, you might as well. You're going to regret it if you don't. He's like, all right, fine, I'm doing it then.
No. Because originally, the flight out of Fort Lauderdale to get home, on Monday and to leave here on, that's why I moved it. And it's longer because, believe it or not, it cost me less. It was like $680 for the flight. Then, to rent a car is another $200. And then for the hotel is over $1,000. I'm like, it's not that I'm cheap. I'd rather spend that on something else. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm probably going to buy shit when I'm there. Now I'm up over $1,000.
Right.
I mean, that was.
He's
but then my wife worked on
this. You stuff, you stuff $1 in his ass, you get 10 dimes. I swear to God.
Well, here's a funny one for you. So I've been telling, when I go to the convention, stuff like that, I always tell my employees I'm going there for learning and the classes and all that good stuff, and you know what it is.
Right.
So you lied. Yeah.
Yeah, I lied. So anyway, I'm telling everybody I'll be gone Friday through Tuesday. It's starting to give my pre-pep talk or whatever to all my guys.
Right.
And, of course, my office manager sits in here all day long and listens to me on Facebook and sees me on Facebook. She says, Joey, so what kind of education are you going to get this time? I said, I got to get up and give a speech, and there's going to be some people talking. I said, no, the fuck you ain't in front of all my other guys. You're just going to get drunk all weekend.
Yeah. Joe, speaking of your business, man, how long has Joseph Hardee been cleaning windows? When did you start cleaning windows, Joe?
1993.
1993. And how long have you been in business for yourself, Joe?
1 year for myself.
Nice.
3 years with 2 partners.
Okay.
And then I've been in the industry since 93.
Okay. How many guys are under your employ? How many families are you feeding, Joe?
Right now, we got 4 guys and my office manager, so 5 families.
Fuck yeah. Good job, Joseph. So, I bring these things up and I ask these questions when people come on because I want it to feed to the people out there that are wondering about what it takes to be a window cleaner and what is possible being a self-employed window cleaner. And you see Joseph is able to feed 5 different families, help feed 5 different families doing what he does. So when Joseph says something, his experience, it holds water. And that's my opinion. And the same and that with Mark and Seth and me and Tim. I mean, I'm not saying we're the shit, but most guys we have on here are not so much successful as you guys are a constants in the industry. You know what I mean? Not newcomers that are on Facebook are doing this shit part-time or, faking it till they make it. All of the creeds that are out there, these are guys that have been doing it for a minute. So we may come across as over-opinionated. We might come across as sailors and all that stuff. But one thing we are is good dudes. We chip into the federal tax coffers, and we help feed families. So,
absolutely.
Right. So we're doing our damn thing. You know what I mean? And Joseph, before you get going there, because me and Joseph like to talk, and I need to make sure I say stuff. So I want to know, what is Joseph Henry Hardee's go-to handle and squeegee channel when he's on the glass?
Etor aluminum handle and Etor brass channel.
Nice.
H-E.
Etorade, because people will be mad that you called it Etor. Because, hey, listen, it looked that way when I read it too. So whatever, bro. You know what I mean? Fuck them, Joe. You know what I mean? It looks like Etor to me too, bro.
Oh,
that's yeah. So, are you guys doing? I know you guys are probably not cleaning a lot of glass unless there's somewhere that you can clean glass. What are you guys primarily doing at the moment, Joseph? I know you guys just got hit by a hurricane, so I'm sure there's a lot to do.
Right now, I got a crew out in Wilmington, North Carolina, doing a gigantic shopping center. We do the concrete and the buildings, and it's a nice job. I won't get the price on it, but it's a real good job. It takes about 3 days, and it could take up to 7 days before I got charged on it.
Yeah.
But we actually just washed the building 3 months ago.
Okay.
And we only do them once a year. We just do the concrete every 3 months, and they called us up because of the flooding and said, let's go ahead and redo the whole thing.
Right.
So the guys were excited about that. They got tonight and one more night on that, and they should have that done. And then we're also doing clean outs, which the carpet guys, I got to get my hat off to them. The other day, a lady asked me if I could take the carpet out of her house. I'm like, oh, yeah, no problem. It had been flooded. Yeah, we can cut the carpet out. If you have never tried to remove flooded carpet out of a house,
it's going to be nasty.
That was a mess.
I'm going through that right now, actually. There's actually dudes. There's 3 Russian dudes in my house right now. They're cool as shit, dude. Cooler than the other side of the pillow. But there's 3 Russian dudes, mold remediation guys, like going fucking axe murder in my fucking master bedroom right now. They're just fucking shit up right now. I'm surprised you guys can't hear it. Yeah, those dudes are not fucking around. He's like, I get this done in like 3 days. I'm like, all right, cool, man. He's the coolest dude ever, man.
Dude, Ivan's crushing it, man.
Huh?
Joe, I know you do.
Killing it.
Joe, I know you do high rise. So, what percentage of your business is commercial storefront versus high rise? And I'm not sure if you do residential.
I do residential. I'm going to say my residential started out 3 years ago when I had partners. That was probably 80% of my business, and the other 20 was commercial and high rise. Then when I got rid of my partners a year ago, I started building the commercial end, and I'm going to say we're about 50-50 now on commercial and residential. The high rise, I'm going to say this, people are going to think I'm crazy. I'm actually debating on eventually getting out of it completely. And the reason, and I'm 43 years old. I've hung on the side of buildings since, 20-some years. It's taken a toll on me. Not that I'm too old to do it, but I've been in a bunch of car wrecks. And trying to find the high-rise guys that you can afford to pay and bring in, and you still want to make sure they get paid good. You know what I'm saying? It's a hard thing to do.
Yeah. Is the market pretty tough up there in high-rise?
It's really a good market with Myrtle Beach area, Wilmington area, especially Myrtle Beach with the hotels and everything. And one thing that keeps me from getting out of it completely, because I got such good jobs. I mean, I can go to a high rise and knock out not to give numbers away, a $10,000 job in no time. You know what I'm saying? Compared to doing a residential or commercial work. But we're running about 50-50 now on that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And
storefronts, I think I got one storefront I actually do on a regular basis. Other than that, I stay as far away from them as I can. It's not that I know there's money in them, but to me, it's just I don't enjoy storefronts. It's going doing 10, 15 jobs a day. I'd rather do 2 or 3 jobs a day and be done.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for an operation like yours, a nice fucking storefront route would be good for you, man.
That kills me. And I used to have a nice route with AT&Ts. I've done AT&Ts all over North Carolina, South Carolina.
Uh-huh.
I think we had 47 AT&Ts.
Oh, shit.
This when I first got into business, and I'm not going to say, well, I don't know. Northwestern was the name of the property management company we were dealing with.
Uh-huh.
And luckily, I still had partners at that time, and they were still responsible for the financial end because we got screwed out $14,000 when we didn't get paid. So,
I do a lot of restaurant work, but I do, and people don't see it because I'm kind of particular, especially about my area and what people are seeing on YouTube. I don't show everyone what I do. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I'll play that shit close to the chest because there's some fucking scumbags out there. And that's been proven several times on the internet already. But I like residential work. I'm like you. I like the big jobs that pay. I bang. You know what I mean? But I like doing the piecework that I'm doing with the storefronts and stuff like that because that shit adds up. You know what I mean? And that shit keeps me busy all year round up here. You know what I mean? So I got to kind of keep my foot in both places because if I don't, I'm going to be screwed. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's hard to pass up that residential money in the summertime because that is some boom, boom up here, boy. Boom, 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 boom. Just like me and Seth when we get up to fucking Kansas City. Boom, boom.
Watch out, TJ.
Yo, hey, Seth, I'm a power bottom, so we're safe. We're good. I'm a power bottom.
I've been called an otter before.
I'm going to give you a solid.
I'm an otter.
I'm going to give you a solid because I heard something about Perry said a bed is $50, but I'm going to ask him if you can borrow one for about 2 hours.
I already got one. I got my own bed. Seth's got his own bed. We can escape anywhere we want. It's all good.
You know what I'm worried about with this whole thing?
Tim's not going to make his airplane on time Friday night.
But who is going to be the first dummy to get drunk and pass out in the swinging bed hotel room?
Dude, that's why I'm not staying there.
Nope.
There's no way. As soon as I heard about the swinging beds and all that shit, I'm like, I'm new. I need to have a place. I'm already geeked out that I got to sleep with Josh. You see how big Josh is? You guys think I'm big. Josh is built just like me, but he's like 7 inches taller than me. He's a fucking gorilla. You know what I mean? And I got to sleep next to that guy. He can hold me down and do whatever he wants. You know what I mean? I'm going to sleep with a knife.
I'll hook him up.
Can I interject something here?
Go ahead.
Guys, I come on this podcast. I did not realize it was the night that all the outlaws were coming out of the closet. I apologize.
Hey, you got to put that on your list of traits to be an outlaw.
Yeah. You got to swing both ways. You got to be a saloon door if you get.
In order to be an outlaw, you have to train stuff.
Man, bro, hey, man, it's just listen, dude. I know there's a slightly homosexual tone to this show, and I'm not poking fun or making fun of it because I have gay family members. I'm loose with what I mean. I'm completely confident in my sexuality, so I don't mind goofing off about it. You know what I mean? I'm good with that. If Josh tried to give me a smooch or hug, I'd probably stab him. You know what I mean? But it ain't a big knife. It's only about that big. But I'll cut you 3 ways, quick, deep, and repeatedly. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. All I know is this. I didn't know anything about an Airbnb until all this came up. And TJ and I talked about it. And TJ and I were like, what exactly is Airbnb? And he's like, I'm not sure. I think he mentioned something about another big boner. Okay. And that's the Mount Robin thing. And, look, I know you can take care of yourself, Henry, but I'm going to give you my direct cell phone number. Okay. And if you call me and it sounds like you're biting on a pillow, I'll come get you. Don't worry.
And Mark,
Oh shit, he's in trouble.
I'm here to rescue you. Hang on, let me finish filming this first.
All right. Good thumbnail for the video.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm probably, guys, just so everybody's aware, I'm just going to shake Seth's hand. We may hug. It all depends on how many beers I have, to be honest. Because I know how many beers he's going to have. I don't know how many I'm going to have. There's a chance there could be like a quick embrace. It's a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all right with that.
I mean, I don't want everybody to think we're going to go down there and this is going to be like, yeah, we're just going to rage. But, you know, there's probably going to be some drinks and some good laughs had, I'm sure, you know?
Yeah.
What else are we going to do in Kansas City, Missouri? Hang out in that fucking store for 8 hours? You know what I mean? What the fuck?
Now it's a fucking store.
Yeah.
Beautiful Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City. Nah, I'm sure it's a nice state.
Store,
Luke's from there.
The way out, Harry's going to have a scanner out there. Everybody stop.
Right.
Pat you down.
Yeah.
See what you got.
No, it should be fun. I'm anticipating a lot of fun actually at the store. I think that's going to be cool.
Yeah,
Everybody strolling in and out. It's going to be cool. I'm going to try to get a Squeegee Life sticker on a window there.
We can get it done.
Perfect.
We're going to get it done somehow. Somehow, some way, we're leaving a Squeegee Life sticker at the Reach It store stuck to something.
Oh yeah. Hey, Henry. So is your window cleaning company at cruising altitude? Is it still climbing, or where are you headed?
Still definitely climbing. My goal is next year to add 2 more trucks to the cruise. I would like to have 8 to 10 people running, and I think we could have done that this year. But honestly, one mistake I did not want to make was growing too quick to where I buried myself. I've seen that happen to a lot of people. So there was a few jobs that I probably could have got that I put the brakes on this year because I didn't feel like we were in a position to be able to handle them at this point. So next year I'm hoping to add at least 1 more truck and ideally 2 more. And the guys that I got now are to the position, as long as they keep on doing what they're doing, they're able to step up and run through. So that'll help out.
I think I'm crossing the bridge, man. I'm going to cross the bridge and hire somebody full time, not part time seasonal anymore. I'm going to hire somebody full time, year round. I've been turning away a lot of work, and it's like, man, I might as well just fucking take all of it. You know what I mean? Guys are fucking up around here a little bit, and I'm swooping shit up left and right. And my name, I'm starting to hit my stride. I'm climbing, but I'm starting to hit my stride to where I'm getting ready to go. You know what I mean? And start to level off. I'm super close.
Everybody told me, the best advice I ever heard of when I started, and I didn't believe this at the time. When I started my company, and the one thing that I give my partners credit for, they brought this to my attention. They said, Joe, you run everything day in, day out. You do not want to run a truck. I said, no, I need to be on a truck. I got 20-some years experience. I need it done my way. I need to be out there pleasing the customers. And they convinced me in order for my business to grow, I'd make more money by being in the office. Now, I still get on a truck from time to time, but it's not nowhere near as much as what it used to be. And I think that was the biggest thing to help my growth out, was get off the truck and actually get out there dealing with the desk work that I actually hate. A lot of times I would prefer to be on the truck and sit in this office.
Well, I'm not nearly as fucking old as you and Mark and fucking Tim. You know what I mean? I'm still young. You know what I mean? I'm still handsome as fuck. I got these fucking pythons and shit. I'm ready. You know what I mean? I'm still ready. No, actually, to be honest with you, I got a late start in life. You know what I mean? I'll be honest. I got a late start. I had children early, so that set me behind the 8 ball because, I like to, I was a rabbit. You know what I mean? Hey, have you seen my old lady? She's hot, bro. I couldn't keep my hands off her. Woo!
Check out that Facebook page earlier.
Well, we had to have a boy. We have a 19-year-old and a 16-year-old, and now I got a 7-year-old. And my dad, I kept telling my dad, I was like, man, why ain't I having a boy? He's like, you need to have a boy. What you need to do is close your eyes because you're laying there looking at the pattern. You keep making girls. So I closed my eyes and it worked, man. It worked. My dad was right. My dad was right. I had a boy.
Give me that voodoo magic right there.
Well,
I'll be right back. I got to use the restroom.
Oh,
guys.
you're fine, man. You're fine. You're fine.
All right, so I got a question for Tim.
Yeah.
Because Tim's pretty much the same kind of residential guy as me, and I always see you talking about residential route. How do you do that? Like,
how do I do my route?
Yeah, like how's your process? Like, I'm just curious, it's different than mine, or
we don't bid, so everything we sell is a package, and we show up to houses. First time we show up to a house is the first time we've ever been there, so we just kind of knock them out. We're scheduled anywhere from 4 to 6, 8 a day, depending on what they are. And we just go knock them out.
There you go.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, we sell online too. I'm actually waiting on my SSL. I let my SSL expire, so I've been advertising on a site they can't go buy on.
Oh shit!
So I had to go pay for that and get that taken care of. So it should be up and running tomorrow, and then I'll turn the ads back on. But I'm trying to get away. We build off Groupon, Angie's List, stuff like that. And that's how we learned how to package the windows. And when we cut the bidding process out, that was huge, man. You know,
yeah, I'm trying to figure out like how you do that.
just you figure out packages. You count windows. That's basically what you do. And the girls, my wife and her friend run the office during season. They really, I mean, they handle all the customers and they walk through every phone call with the customer. And they get a window count and all that.
See, that's
and then
completely different from what I do. I mean, we couldn't be any further on the opposite sides of the spectrum. Like, I would never, ever fucking do a house that I had not seen. There's no way. Tim is brave as fuck. He just goes and does it. You know what I mean?
We'll show up. Like, if it's in New Albany or something, like, they know the higher end parts of town, right? And they know to ask the questions about storm windows and stuff like that.
That's what I was going to ask. We have so many different types of windows here.
Right.
And so many customers don't know what the hell they even have. Right. That it's like impossible for me to.
And if some of the jobs I do, I don't ever see the jobs.
Really? Myself. See, I never do anything I don't look at. I'm just weird like that.
Yeah, that scares me, but it seems like it works.
It's got to work because Tim does it like all the fucking time.
It's really it's kind of getting into the commercial route work again, where you have just a routine, and that's my day. It's a routine. It's just different houses, you know what I mean? But it's the same thing every day, and you just kind of get used to doing the same things.
Do you do more outs than you do in and outs?
No, I do more in and outs than I do outs.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. This is a big time of year for
unseen. Sight unseen in and outs.
New Albany. Well, girls know it. The girls know in New Albany, if it's north of 161, we're okay, and if it's south of 161, to go ahead and lot the out.
It's so good, and that's the guy that can't get away for a weekend.
Oh!
My problem is I'm facing my season. My season's like knocking on this door, and I can't get behind on my route. Yeah. If I have to stay, I literally have to stay 2 weeks out. 2 weeks is my comfort zone. If I'm more than that, it's bad news for everybody in the company, because if you get 3, 4, 5 weeks out, people are pissed off and they're upset and shit like that. They don't want to wait.
Yeah, they go somewhere else.
Right. 2 weeks. 2 weeks is my comfort zone, and I've done it, and Ron's done it this year to where we were both 5 weeks out, and it's just miserable, dude. And
how many guys you got out there doing?
Just me, Joey, and Chris did spring this year because Josh fell off the ladder. So we went from.
How's he doing? Is he getting better?
He's painting now. I don't think he's coming back to Windows. Oh. So, yeah, he may come back in the fall for the gutter season, but he's. Last year we had 5 crews running, and when we got off Angie's List, I thought we were going to slow down, and we didn't. Our word of mouth's out there. We've been doing these Groupons and Angie's List for 4 years now. So, I mean, we really built this little thing that was steaming, and, man, we hit the wall hard this year. That just destroyed us. So
let me ask you a question.
What's that?
I'm not asking you numbers. Do you find that you are competitive with other local guys doing the Groupon and Angie's List and all that?
Yeah, we stick with CHS and Window Genie, so we compete with them. So the owner of Window Genie, he likes to stay at about the same level we are, which is awesome. So, and I don't really compete with him. If I see he's competing against, I just let him have it, because I mean, especially this year, we just had way too much. We were overwhelmed. But we got a gutter crew starting in October to help us out in the gutters, and then we have I actually am talking to a ex-fish guy. So he's about half trained. I got to go in and I'll have to spend a good week with him in the truck, but I think we can get him out doing some sub work for us.
I'm like going in the complete or organically in the other direction. I've got a solid residential customer base, like super solid, like almost, a little over 200 solid, like every single year, a couple times a year, residential customers, and it's just because of my area. It's vacation land. Now, after those 6 months, it's fucking nobody's here. It's like a fucking frozen wasteland. You know what I mean? But in the summertime, in the nice months, so for me, I've kind of organically the commercial work is just, you know, I throw a pressure washer, I got a surface cleaner, I fucking do flat work concrete and wash windows commercial, and it's just taken off, man. It's just,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get a more efficient setup for my pressure washing, but you know, outside of that, you know.
Well,
I just keep raising my pricing.
I almost say
I've been doing it too, but it ain't working, bro.
Keep
It
raising
ain't fucking working. That motherfucker
I
still.
know,
Dude, I
When
bid a
they
gutter
stop
job.
calling, I'll stop raising. I
Listen,
guess.
I bid a gutter job at it's nearly a $745 fucking dollars for this gutter job, and the dude took it.
Dude.
He's like, "Yeah, when can you start?" I'm like, "Son of a bitch."
What?
Yes, dude.
Dude.
Yes. I sent
We
him an
could do
email,
that
and
better.
within
We
3
could do
minutes,
that
he
better.
sent me a fucking email back saying, "Yeah, when can you do it?" And
I
that
don't
was
like-
figured because I'm gonna need an articulating trailer boom lift to get some of these gutters, because the gutters, the roof pitch is like 12-12 and 10-12. They're unwalkable. They're like 30-40 feet in the fucking air. So I'm like, man, that's at least $500. I'm telling this dude $700. You know what I mean? Because I ain't trying to do this shit. And then I start typing out the estimate, and I was like, fuck it, I'll throw another 45 fucking bucks on there. You know what I mean? And when
You
he
guys don't
came
wanna
back
hear
with
what
when
we
he
charge.
came when he came back, I was like, holy shit! Like, I don't have to do a whole nother gutter the rest of the season. Just do that one, and it's good for me. You know what I mean? I'm good. I'm done. Do you do gutters? No.
When we started in 2014, we were charging $49 for 2,000 square feet homes.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. We were competing against a company in town called $75 gutter cleaning. They charge, guess what they charge? You know,
$75.
So any house, any size, any house, any size. So the only way I could get out of that any house, any size was to start the smaller houses at a lower price and work my way up.
Right.
But this year we're at 2,000 square feet is $99, and then $20 for every 500 square feet after that. So that's where we are in gutters. But again, those are sight unseen.
$99 gutter guy that I see fucking signs
Yeah.
up here? Because I'll drive down there and kick you in the fucking nuts.
No, that's for
I grab those
2,000.
signs and throw them in the
That's what I
fucking
do.
garbage.
It's
Dude,
$99, man.
that's where it's
I'm
got to
kidding.
be. That's they sell, dude. They sell.
Dude, well, you just heard how much I sold a gutter job for. I'm gonna take pictures
Yeah.
and show you. You're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" I'm gonna be like,
Oh, I'm coming to work.
"Yeah," 'cause I didn't want to do that shit, and I still got it.
Yeah, we do. But I mean, she'll stack us 10 a day. So if I can get that minimum at $99 and 10 a day,
So
you know, you've had that money.
that's everyone. We've talked about window cleaning enough. I don't want to hear any fucking more about it. All right, I don't want to hear nothing more about gutters. I want to know fucking why Ron Musgraves and fucking
Yes.
and fucking Joseph Henry Hardee went fucking head to head. I want to
'Cause
know,
we don't
Joe.
know
Do
yet.
you believe in faulty fiber conspiracies? I just want to know if you believe in. Do you think that Ron Musgraves is as bad at running a computer as Mark Tanner is at running a phone and being tall?
I believe 100% people don't give Ron Musgraves enough credit,
Okay.
and they can take that for what they want.
Right.
They don't give him enough credit on what he's able to pull off.
Right. Yeah.
So, you know,
So,
whether the fiber
why? I mean,
don't know.
you guys seem to get along sometimes, and then sometimes you don't.
When I first started out, let me explain how it worked. When I first started getting into the forums and the industry and stuff, I didn't know nothing about these forums. I didn't even know they existed until about 3 years ago.
Right.
So I didn't mess with them. Ron was one of the first people to reach out to me and befriended me, and I got to give him credit. He gave me some good pointers and everything, and I got suckered in like a lot of people do and just bought into the hype. He's also the one that brought me into UAMCC.
Okay.
And as it went on, I don't think Ron's a completely bad guy, but I don't think he's a completely upfront dude. It's the best way to say it.
Okay.
And I started seeing more and more, just get to know somebody, your eyes start getting open, and my eyes got open. And one thing that I'm 100% against is snake oil salesmen, the guys that go out that preach it but don't do it. And I'm willing to bet you, and I'll say it right now, my hands are rough. I guarantee every one of your guys' hands are rough. I do bet you Ron's hands are probably silky soft.
I can attest to Seth's hands being very rough. In need of moisturizer. In need of moisturizer. That I can tell you.
But the whole thing with the debate the other day, He didn't like when I started talking about silver tongue devils, and he took offense to it. He called me up, and we had a nice long conversation.
So
And
there goes Mark. Go ahead, keep going.
so I told him, he said he wanted to debate me then. And I said, Ron, there was no benefit to him debating me or for UAMCC. And next thing I know, I'm at my desk at 6 o'clock that night, and he calls me out saying, we're going to have a debate on Saturday. Go head to head. I'm like, what the hell? So I gave him what he said.
You were like, Ron, let's fucking fight.
You asked for it.
Yeah. No, dude, it makes sense. It because some dudes...
And I do want to add something else into that.
Right.
Because it's burned up in my face the last couple of days. A lot of people say, well, Joe, you were the one that was preaching for everybody to come together under one flag and stop the argument. That's really been thrown up my face. And you know what? I still believe in that.
Right.
But at the same time, if you back me into a corner,
right,
I'm going to swing it.
And let's just be honest. Yeah. And I want you to be honest, Joseph. There are just fucking assholes out there that just can't be reached.
It was good TV.
No, I don't think so, Joe. You're a good dude, Joe.
57 people in that live view. I've never seen 57 in a live view for Window.
No, me either.
But the problem was, all 57 of us, we didn't know what you guys were arguing about.
Nobody knew. We were talking about tacos. I was posting links to the website. Nobody knew what the fuck was going on, man. It was great, though. I thought it was awesome. Ron Musgrave sent me a private message request. He added me on Messenger yesterday, and I thought for sure that he was going to say, because I put it out there, I was like, you and Ron need to come on the podcast and hash it out. And he never got a hold of me. I left it up to him. I wasn't going to be like, hey, Ron, come on the podcast with Joe. I wanted him to man up and be like, yo, let me come on the podcast and I'll burn this guy down. Hey, Mark, can you do him yet? Ron Musgraves, can you do?
No, working on
he's
it.
Working on it. We're working. He's working on it. Dude, I tell you what, when
the guy who wears the cowboy hat for the WWF.
Yeah.
You gotta get that. You gotta get that list.
He's the best.
Right.
But I would say
Jim Ross.
I honestly hope that the whole thing between me and Ron's done, but I honestly don't believe it
we
will.
Don't.
He's going to come at me some other way, and we're going to go at it. I'm sure that ship's done sail as far as I'm concerned.
Well, listen, this is an open invitation, man. Right here, me and most likely me and Mark will mediate, because I feel like Mark is the only one that I could do it with, to where me and Mark could keep it civil and humorous. Tim would just let you guys cuss at each other and won't say a whole lot. So it'll be me, Mark Tanner, Joseph Henry Hardee, and Ron Musgraves. We'll have it. We'll have
kicked off.
Yeah, and we'll
Me and Seth doing our own thing.
Yeah, you and Seth can go start Two Homosexuals Radio. Shut up. So what we'll do is dude, we can have as many people as we want on this. I'm just funning fucking Tim, all right? You didn't get kicked out of coming to fucking Kansas City this weekend, but you ain't coming, are you fucking douchebag? Get on a fucking plane. Get on a plane.
I got one more thing. I personally paid for the ticket to Ron Musgraves to fly out, and he's staying at the Airbnb.
Yeah. Dude, that's gonna be sweet. You guys are the struggle snuggle is happening, bro.
We'll find out how Silver Tongue is.
And if Ron Musgraves does show up at Perry's event, just like the day that Ron was on with Perry and they were doing the live video, I wanted to say something so bad I did it. But Ron Musgraves show up to Perry's event, I would do nothing to ruin Perry's event, but I would walk up to Ron Musgraves and tell him I still think he's a fucking asshole.
Right.
But that's all I would say, because I'm the type of person.
This just got extended.
Yeah. Well, looks like that feud's still extended. No, but still, seriously, no bullshit. If he want, there's open invitation. Dude, we're gentlemen. We're all gentlemen here. You can have on the show, and you guys can have the debate without any fiber issues. You know what I'm saying? Because Ron could just do it on his phone, and that's hooked up to satellites. So, unless you live where Mark lives, then we don't know what it's hooked up to. You know what I mean? I don't know. But all you got to do, Tim, is get on the fucking... You're on your cell phone all the time anyways. All you've got to do is get on your cell phone, book a flight, tell me how much it is. We'll start a GoFundMe. No, we don't even need a GoFundMe. Everybody will chip in. You fucking fly out. We'll drive you home Sunday. He's already shaking his head. No, what a dick this guy is.
Said you guys are crazy.
No, we're not crazy. We're your buddies. We want you to
Mark
be
Tanner,
there.
what is your internet hooked up to? Like an armadillo with a satellite on the side of the house?
Dude, Mark is getting abused tonight. We're halfway through the show. And you ain't said shit, Mark.
I'm just observing. I'm listening. I'm enjoying this.
Here
You
we
know,
go. Here
I'm
we go.
throwing in a joke here and
You've
there.
been wanting Joseph Henry Hardee here on the show for like 3 months, and he's here, and now you ain't got nothing to say.
I'm enamored. I'm enamored by the door. Take off the fucking hat, and I'll be able to talk.
I'm gonna let Mark and talk.
Hey, listen. Shit.
Oh, shit.
Still more comfortable now.
Yeah. That's more like it for. Hey, that's more like it for Mark.
That's some Airbnb stuff right there.
Right. Hey, Joseph, I agree with you. You need to keep the hat on, bro. There you go. That looks way better. you went from a 5 to a 7.5 just by putting that hat on, bro.
So
Yeah.
outside the world of window cleaning, Joe, what do you do? Like, what's your hobbies? What's your interest?
Good fucking question, Mark.
Does getting late count? No, I don't know if that counts.
Yay!
Yeah.
Woo!
No, actually, I
Oh, I
enjoy
mean, what do you really do?
I mean, don't tell any stories. Tell us the truth.
outside of window cleaning, my main thing is I do auctions and flea markets. I buy stuff, resell it on eBay. That's my hobby. Ride motorcycle, fishing, hunting when I get a chance, which I don't seem to be. I got a 19-foot boat down there that ain't been out in 4 years.
Do you have a four-wheel drive? Do you have a four-wheel drive?
No, I don't. I
God
don't right
damn,
now.
you were almost a country boy, and then you
Yeah.
fucked up by not having a four-wheel drive. God
I got
damn
5
it.
boats in the yard. Does that count?
5 boats in the yard.
Nah.
Yes, you've been yes. If
Oh,
are any of them
I'm
on
gonna
bricks?
work on them. That makes you a country boy.
No, no bricks.
No bricks. God
Nope.
damn it! All
And I
right.
live in a camper. I mean, come on. You
I
can't
live in
get
a camper.
That is awesome.
You know who else lives in the camper?
Who?
Mr. Anderson.
Mr.
Anderson.
Mr.
Hey, are you mobile? Are you mobile?
my camper.
No, your phone. Are you on a phone or are you on?
No, I'm on a computer.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I was gonna say give him a tour of the set.
The camera right here.
If it's a laptop, you can scoot that.
I got a camera right here. I can turn around and show them off. Let me hang on a second.
It's got a ceiling.
See, the walls aren't finished out.
See, it is a fucking movie set.
It is a set.
This is the only wall that has paneling on it. That's
Hey,
wall behind.
do you sleep in the loft upstairs?
No, I haven't tried that yet. I actually sleep in the camper, which is about 15 feet from the front door.
Man,
so.
you could have a super sweet fucking pad up there, bro.
Oh yeah, I could.
Where's the steering wheel?
Yeah, where's the steering? It's not. That's not the right place, bro. He's not in the trailer. Where's the
Oh,
steering wheel?
How cold to get there in the winter?
We get down in the 30s, 20s once in a while. But normally with us, we're lucky unless we get a cold winter. Even on our coldest days, we can turn around and take it. We'll start out freezing, but by 9:30, 10 o'clock, we'll be above freezing, so we can work. We normally get about 2 weeks out of the year worth to go to work.
I can't wait for it to get above freezing to work. I have to work below freezing.
Hmm.
I'm a fucking
Well, here,
Viking.
if
I'm
it
a
gets
fucking
32
Viking up here.
32 degrees and 1 inch of snow, this town shuts down. Like
Manly men from the north. We are me, Tim, and
You
Seth,
got it worse.
Manly
You
men
got
from the north.
You got the snow, man. I don't have the snow like you have it.
I don't have snow like Josh has got it. Josh has got it worse than I got it.
Really?
Yeah, Josh has got it. Josh lives in the fucking snow belt. That means the lake effect kills him. I just get the occasional heavy snow and the really brutal north wind.
Mm-hmm.
The jet stream seems to like run right through my fucking front yard. You know? Yeah, I mean it's wicked.
Yeah.
Like my flag is cool all year long. I have to buy a new flag. I got a 4 foot by 5 foot American flag hanging on a 30-foot pole out front of my house, and
That's
just in the wintertime, it's ripped it tears it to shreds. I gotta take it down. It's the north wind just stands straight out for like a month straight. Ding 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 ding.
Yep.
It's fucking nuts, man. It's insane.
Crazy. Dude, I was cleaning windows April 5th this year, and we got a ½ inch of snow. Like, wow.
Yeah.
You're fucking shitting me.
Yeah.
It was a long winter this year, man.
Yeah.
Fucking off.
I did a
winter.
spring. I did a spring job in snow flurries. It was super sweet. I was like, yeah, this is fucking awesome.
I was like, what am I doing right now?
Of course, where I live, you could be out. You could wake up in the morning, put on shorts and a hoodie, and it could be fucking snowing in like 8 hours. You know what I mean? Easily.
Right.
So
Right.
I've had it to where we were out water fed poling, and overnight, within like I don't know an hour, my water fed pole, the pump, it fucking swole up twice its size and popped in an hour. It dropped so quickly. Yeah. No bullshit. It's crazy up here, man. The weather is unpredictable as shit. That north wind, all the wind has to do is shift and come out of the north, that Arctic there, boom, and that's it. It's going to start snowing. It's going to suck ass. So I can see where
we're going to
Tim's
get a
like,
lot of snow this year.
Well, see, down here, literally, if you get a half-inch of snow, nobody can make it work. Nobody can make it school. Look,
half inch of snow's like, here, hold my beer. You know?
Like I'm about to take my sandals off.
Woo, yeah.
I'm shoveling sandals right now.
I literally get phone calls. I can't make it to work day. I'm like, okay, well, I'll talk to you later on. I'll give you a call. Oh, don't call me later on because I'm going hunting in just a little bit.
Hey, it's not too dangerous to go hunting, Joe. I mean, we can't work in this.
That's the problem is there ain't shit to do. It gets dark so damn early.
Mark's from the south. He don't know nothing about the struggle.
Yeah.
Well, what time's the sunset there? Like in the winter?
5:30.
Oh, see, the earliest day we have, it sets at 4:17.
Yeah, you guys are on the East Coast, right?
Dude, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
That daylight savings time is fucking bullshit.
Bullshit.
So stupid.
What shit is that for?
It's something that I think. No, Ben Franklin, I think, is the one that started daylight saving time. I think it had something.
They've been
to do
talking
with
about getting rid of it.
banking or the postal service, some kind of weird shit. But whatever the fuck it was, they need to get rid of it because this is the internet age. You know what I'm saying? And Mark is short, and he's tired of that shit.
Right.
Actually, it's going to be on to a vote. We're going to eliminate it out of the state. In what 50-something days, it's going to be one of the things we're voting on in Florida to get rid of.
Are you going to get rid of it?
Yeah.
Indiana doesn't have it.
Yeah, Indiana. How can you be the only one without daylight savings time? How can you? Yeah, how does that work?
Arizona.
Florida now?
Huh?
What are they gonna have? Florida time on its own?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
I don't know. All I know is they're talking about getting rid of it, and it's up for a vote.
We're getting rid of it.
I think the whole country's swaying that way.
Leonard Skinner, play Freebird. Leonard Skinner.
See, we don't even in our winters. We still have. I mean, it gets dark earlier, but it's still light till 7, 8 o'clock, and then in the summertime, sometimes 8:30, 9 o'clock. It's still light out here.
We're going down to Cocoa for a birthday party.
Yeah.
In November, and the pool's still open.
So
Yeah.
wait a second.
Yeah. So you're going to Cocoa Beach, but you can't come to Kansas City. That's fucking cool. That's cool. Well, good to know. Thanks for letting us know, Tim. What a fucking douchebag this guy is.
I'm not going to Cocoa Beach if it rains 3 days that week. I promise you that.
Bullshit. I bet you your wife lets that happen for sure. She's like, oh, we're going to that.
Yeah, she's moving to Florida, dude. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that one.
Well, what you need
She
to
went
do
down there and
is
fell in
pack
love.
a bag and move your ass to the plane at Friday evening and come out to fucking Kansas City, Missouri.
That's what I'm looking
That's
at.
it. I'm fucking. Hey, dude, I'm GoFunding me I'm putting a link up on the. Hey, if you when you hear this podcast, PM me if you want to chip in for Tim's flight to fucking Kansas City, Missouri. We're gonna buy this fucking asshole a ticket so he has no excuses.
I've been sitting here listening to Tim. I've been watching his facial expressions when we talk about him not going.
Yeah.
This is not Tim's fault. Y'all screwed up.
Yeah. Oh, we did.
Y'all need to turn around, take, and call his wife and ask her permission.
Yeah. That's what it is, isn't it, Joe? Joe is very perceptive. Leah said no. She's like, you're not going out there with that sailor TJ. You're not going out there. She hears me talk on the phone.
Oh, I wouldn't give a shit where I go.
You guys want to know? Hey, no. Listen, stop, Mark. Everybody stop talking. The reason why Tim cannot go is my fault. Tim cannot go because I told on him that he was smoking in the office and Leah grounded him. we were having a moment the other day on the phone and we were talking, and Tim was like going back and forth, and I was talking to Tim, and I was like, well, and his wife, he was letting his wife listen to me cuss like a sailor.
Well, it's because you. Yeah, I did.
And she's like, every time he's like, every time your wife said, he's like, every time you said fuck, my wife was like, jeez, and she said it like 10 times. I'm like, dude. So I was like, Leah, I'm so sorry that Tim is letting you listen to these voice messages. I thought it was just me and Tim talking. I apologize. My bad. I said, and by the way, Tim was smoking in the office while you were gone by. And, dude, he texted me. He's like, you are a fucking asshole. I'm like, I told you I was going to get you.
He did it at the end. Like, he was like, all positive. Oh, and Tim was smoking in the office while you were gone there. Like, like at the end.
Listen, all you have to tell her is I got a couch in my room. I'll keep a good eye on you. I'll make sure you're okay.
Yeah, man.
Dude, my wife is
persuasive.
My wife, you guys, she just went to work for 5 days by herself.
Yeah, his wife doesn't care. We're only busting your chops anyways. But, I mean, if you, dude, go, dude, I'm tired of the fucking excuses. Go fucking clean the fucking windows Friday and fucking get on a plane, you fucking peckerhead.
Well, I got a question. If you do houses for $49, what do you get for a 3-story building? $149? Just put it on the tab.
Fucking Mark, he's like $149. No, actually, dickhead, it's $249. So fuck off. Oh man, this is the best podcast we ever did. Everybody's smoking cigarettes and chewing.
Watch some Luke the window cleaner videos on how to use a water-fed pole.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's so rough. Dude, Tim is getting fucking hammered hard, bro. He said, watch Luke the window cleaner videos to learn how to water-fed pole. No bullshit. No bullshit. I'm not kidding. The fact that you don't have that fucking pole hooked up to a fucking tank to get this job done and fucking... Then what? Dude, what in the fuck, Tim? You've been cleaning windows for fucking...
Not spotted.
You've been fucking cleaning windows for 30 years. How do you not... Oh, my God. I fucking hate you. Why can't you...
We will get Perry. Wait a minute. We will get Perry to call Tim tomorrow. And give him an hour
explain to this motherfucker how to fucking use a water-fed pole so he can come.
Perry, when you listen to this video, you will... Make sure you call.
I guarantee you, you could get that job done in half the time and way better results than you fucking think. What do you mean spots? It's leaving spots?
Yeah, just weird spaces. And it's also an issue with the jobs that he's trying to use it on is because they're jobs that are by the freeway and they haven't been done in a while.
Okay.
Et cetera,
what kind of brush are you using?
Constructor.
What kind of constructor brush?
12-inch.
Swift?
Yeah.
That's your fucking.
2.
That's your problem there. You need to have you a bronze brush.
Yeah.
Fucking Perry Tate. This guy is fucking out here, fucking jerking you off at every turn, and he ain't got a fucking bronze brush. This is fucking ridiculous. Ron's
gonna buy a tactical.
Listen.
He's gonna get.
This is Perry Tate's fault. All of this is Perry's fault. This guy.
Listen, I'll show up with a 40 and come take care of it with you. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll come help you out.
Yeah. Dude, I tell you what, man. If I had known,
it's just not a house or just not a building.
But dude, if you should have said something though, I would have came.
I didn't know it was
gonna
fucking.
I would have rolled down. I would have rolled down there with the fucking hydro cart, all the fucking extensions, the hydro cart, all the extensions, and the fucking bronze brush, and we'd have knocked that bitch out in like fucking 3 hours.
Oh yeah.
Outsides wouldn't take shit with a
fucking
motherfucker.
I think Joe's changing the oil in his house.
He's drinking all that bad lights running right through him.
Changing the oil in his house.
And he's got a guy in the background pulling up the sandbags to like change out the scenery and stuff like that.
Right. All joking aside, I'm just really upset that you can't come. I'm like sad about it. Like a kid, like dude, I'm sad about this motherfucker. Papa John's.
I do not want to be cleaning with What, he's got pizza?
Yeah, you want some?
You want some? He's like, yeah, you want some?
Got the ice kid?
Yeah, the ice kid. Hey, and another on something else, I'll say sincerely, I will seriously, if you can make it fucking happen, I will seriously pitch in on a plane ticket. Like
I'm just-
that's how much it means to me that you come there.
GoFundMe tomorrow. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
it's already happening. The money will be there.
Tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow's the decision day. That's the day I get to find out what the weather's going to do. It's saying it's going to get out here by 10. That's the goal.
Listen,
Just get out there.
I'm going to tell you something right now.
I haven't seen Joey since Thursday, a week ago Thursday, because he went on vacation in North Carolina, and we've been rained out ever since.
So that's your oldest son?
Let me say one thing, though, and this is all seriousness. Water-fed polling in the rain, because rain is relatively pure, you might get better results. Seriously,
Right.
if the rain,
Right.
yeah, go
Right.
stand in the rain with that. Who cares?
Right.
Yeah.
Put the shock top on it.
Yeah, that'll totally work, bro.
Oh God.
Dude, you're
My
gonna
cheeks
have.
hurt, man.
Dude, listen, this guy. Listen, for real, hard body karate. This fucking guy. Dude, I bet it. Dude, you better get out and fucking do some work tomorrow, Tim. That's all I gotta say, or I'm kicking your fucking ass.
Oh,
bro.
I'm going out in the rain tomorrow just to do my commercial. I got to get my
Honestly,
restaurants.
to the way it looks like you're gonna have about a 10, 8, 9, around 9 o'clock tomorrow. It might start to clear up, maybe clear up for you.
Maybe.
I hope it works out for you, man. I really
Me
do. I
too.
want you to come, dude.
Dude, I'm so fucking sick of being in this house this week.
So.
I think I want Steph to come.
So if the weather does break and you get out and do a bunch of work tomorrow, no matter what, you have to do that building Friday.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's gotta be
that's it. I'm saying the weather has nothing to do with that building now. It's being done
because we
Friday
still
no
have
matter
to-
what.
Yeah, it has to be done on Friday because
Right.
today was my rain out day for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Damn, boy.
yeah.
Tim's not fucking coming. We could buy him a plane ticket there and back, and he still ain't coming because he's a hoe ass bitch.
I'm
So
gonna get you.
let's move on. Move
If you
on.
don't show up, I'm going to put an ad in your area
Yeah.
selling window cleaning. I'm going to sell a big window cleaning job, and I'm going to call Luke up and get a subcontractor to him.
I'm gonna start a business down there called Luke. No, it's gonna be Fluke the window cleaner, FLUKE, and I'm gonna charge fucking $101 for a house outside, and I will throw in gutters on top of it. So for every exterior panels for $20, 2,000 square feet, I'll do the gutters and the windows for $101. Call 1-800-MARK-SUPER-SHORT-WINDOWCLEANING.com and we'll take care of you. Fucking Tim, man. I thought we were friends. I really did.
Man,
I thought we
This
were
is
friends.
this
I
is
thought
just work, bro.
I really thought that we were friends. I really did.
Well, now I'll just hang out with Mark on Friday then. I guess I can't hang
Down,
out.
gang. Hit me up.
Yeah, I'll be there at like 9:30 in the morning. Fucking tired as
I mean,
shit. So, to be
I'm-
honest,
I'm honestly gearing up for it too. I mean, today I wasn't active on my phone because I picked up a new country club, and I get there. I picked up the country club because I restored the entire first floor, and the second floor were behind hurricane shutters. So they finally pulled the hurricane shutters, and then we find out that the windows behind the hurricane shutters are almost as bad as the first floor. I've never
shit.
seen this issue before. They keep the place so cold, and we have a lot of condensation here. And the stains are the identical path that the condensation.
Oh shit.
And the strange thing is, condensation is generally pure. It's relatively clean. But so I told them, look, I'm not going to be able to restore the second floor this week. So how about this? We will scour and soap and scour and razor blade all the glass and get it looking good, and then we'll know what's stuck and what has to be restored. So, because in the back of my head, I'm like, and this is going to be an amazing account for my company because during the season they want it done every week, and it's like 3 guys a day and a half. So we've got to figure out how to do it on one. It's huge.
Fuck.
And
That's
and the
nice.
funny thing is, it's a great customer because I did the restoration and was awaiting the second floor, and they said, get us a bill for what you've done so far. I sent them a bill, and like 3 days later, I got a check from a brand new customer. That's
You got to love
Holy
that.
shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
you gotta give them the slow jerk off on that one. You gotta get all the way up
Yeah.
around the head and come back down. You gotta get the head involved in everything, not just the shaft. You gotta rub your fingers on the head and everything.
yeah, but
Yeah.
but their point was they had a 45-foot drivable there to take the shutters down, and then they had to do some paint work and some work in the eaves, and then they said, hey, so you don't have to bring yours, why don't you just use the one we have here? The painters are done. And I'm like, absolutely. Yeah, so I'm going to wind up doing it with my lift down the road, but I'm going to get my hands on a drivable. I don't have to move the truck. You know how it works.
Right.
And but my whole thing was, I called my wife, you got to take the kid to karate tonight because I'm working till 6, you know, and I'm like, tomorrow I have about another 10 openings or 10 sets of windows to do, and I'll be out of there. And then I'll know I'm good to go to the trip. You know, I mean, we all, being self-employed, you don't have the benefit of just dropping everything and running. Right. You know, I mean, maybe some guys do. I'm a working owner, you know.
I don't. We're not all Joseph Henry Hardee. You know, some of us got to fucking work for a living. We're not sitting in the office bossing people around, yelling at Ron Musgraves all day. This motherfucker got a gavel out. You fucking hillbilly. You know damn well he got that in an auction. Are you an auctioneer, Joe?
No.
Oh, because if you were an auctioneer, you were about to fucking bark for us. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I don't have that skill.
Okay.
I love that. I've actually been debating in my area of opening an auction house.
And the one up here kills it.
It's you charge, the auction house charges 20% of everything that gets sold.
Yeah.
So you get an auctioneer to come in for 5 to 10%, depending on how
you guys keep talking. I'll be back.
And you can turn around and take and literally make a killing in a night and do it for a week. You know, so I've been seriously thinking about opening an auction house up around here, and there's no overhead in the car.
Right.
You rent a warehouse. They have one here that's a warehouse, and you can get in there. The auction's every weekend, and you can get in there Thursday, Friday to see what they have, and Saturday afternoon, evening is the auction. Right. And I was talking to a guy that works there. He goes, pretty much everything you see here is going to be gone this weekend. And I'm like, that is amazing. Amazing.
Right.
Yeah, it's amazing. And like I said, I make a killer off of it on eBay stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a second. I don't even pay myself through my company a lot of weeks. My eBay money normally is my spending money, my goof off money.
Do you ever buy any pallets?
No, I haven't got involved in the pallets. I know I got a buddy of mine does computer stuff. He buys computer pallets, and he gave me a couple links to get involved with that. And
links, bro. They have places are popping up everywhere here, and that's all they do is sell. Well, we got a big Amazon distribution plant here.
Right.
And they'll go in and buy all the returns and shit, and then they sell the pallets.
I mean, like I said, there's good money in it.
Yeah.
I deal more with the heavy junk stuff, old farm equipment, things like that, antiques. And the way I look at it is there's 3 markets when you're doing that stuff. The first market is the kids. Kids are controlled by mom and dad, and their money's going to be limited. Then you get women. The women want stuff that's frilly, fragile, breaks. You don't want to mess with that stuff. Then you got the men. Us men are pigs. We will buy anything if we think we can use it 25 years from now. So I just men.
Yeah.
I used to have a buddy that would go to, we have 2 or 3 local car salvage yards that you can walk through and just unbolt what you want.
Right.
You know, and he knew Volkswagens very well, and he would go, come on, we're going scouting. We'd go to the junkyard, he'd find like a Volkswagen, and he'd pull the taillights out, and he'd pull, you know, a specific badge. One time we took out a sunroof, and I'm like, dude, you don't even have a Volkswagen. He goes, this stuff sells. He goes, these taillights are going to cost me $10. They'll sell for 50 or 60 on eBay all day long.
Exactly. I've done that same thing.
Yeah.
I bought cars. I done it with a Cadillac. I bought an old Cadillac. The car was in good shape, but it didn't run. So I just put it out here, and you know, for the next couple months, every once in a while, I just go out there and yank some parts off of it and go back in and list them on eBay.
Yeah.
I made a killing off of it over time.
Yeah. Yeah, my problem is I'm lazy. I hate to go to the pack and ship, you know? I hate that. I hate that. My buddy that does it, you go in his master bathroom, they don't even use it because it's stacked full of boxes in the shower. You know, he saves boxes and everything so he can ship his parts. And I'm like, dude, you know, you're using 1 shower out of 2 because you got to put fucking boxes in there. Boxes bring roaches, man. Don't put the boxes in there.
Right.
But he's making money with it, man. He's making money.
My buddy has one of his cafes in the auction center down here, and he just makes a killing on auction days, man. Because floods 300, 400, 500 people into this place. And he
Yeah.
just
See,
killed it.
I don't have that, man. Like there's probably not an auction place within 100 miles of me.
Really?
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, there's like a few flea markets here and there, but that's about it.
Yeah. They just built this building, $10 million, and it's beautiful. It's huge, huge. It takes up probably, it seems like it's almost a quarter mile long. It's so big.
Everybody be quiet. He's back. He's back.
Yeah, I'm back. So shut up talking. So yeah. Oh, so are you gonna get on a plane or what? Did you decide while I was gone? Or, no, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed since the last we talked.
We've been talking auction centers.
TJ had to go sweet talk Ivan real quick.
Yeah.
So,
I have done tomorrow. We have all mold removed. I have done tomorrow. Me, Ivan, we get done tomorrow.
Have you seen that?
I wear my
guy that
tracksuit
does
tomorrow. I wear my tracksuit, my Adidas. It will be done. It will be done.
You seen that comedian who does that Russian mafia "I am the machine" bit?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kreischer.
Oh,
That
Bert
guy.
Kreischer. Bert Kreischer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so good.
So, this is a Bigfoot moment with T Squeegee. So, we got a report in what is it? Wright County, Kansas City, Missouri. I'm sorry, and it's from April 16th, 2018. It was a Class B, and everyone knows that a Class B that's almost a Class A. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? It's got to be serious. And it was in the spring, so so most likely they were getting ready to mate. So it's probably it was a little extra. It was a big Bigfoot that time. So the location details, and this is from the BFRO.net. So if you guys want to check these out for yourselves, just go to the BFRO.net. It's like the world's #1 leading resource when it comes to finding Bigfoots. The nearest town to this sighting was Grove Springs. So I don't know where that's at, but it's somewhere I heard by Luke, so that's cool. What was observed was, and this I'll read the account from the Observer here for you guys. It's I want to start off this by saying I don't know what it was I saw. I know it wasn't a bear. Having said that, I don't know what to think. I am attaching a Google Doc that has pictures of what we found. Ooh. So what you need to do is for sure go and check this out on the BFRO.net. So he goes on to say, so this last Saturday at about 12:30, my hunting partner and I went to Smiddle Cave. Watch out, Alan Smith. Conservation area to scout out and see what conservation has cleared. We crossed the creek bottom to where there was a small food plots. Once we crossed to the other side of the field, we saw something on the trail about 150 to 200 yards off. Even from that distance, I could see that it was big. I noted a head by a limb that I judged was maybe 5 or 6 feet from the ground. What we saw then crouched and sort of swayed a few times before taking off to the right and stopping. Not being sure what we saw, we crossed into the next field and discussed what it was. We turned around and went back to the field, and we had seen the creature, and it was gone. So they went back after they ran away like a couple of pussies. Instead of pulling up their cell phones and taking a fucking picture of it, they ran away. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Pull up your goddamn phone. You know you're on Facebook, you bastard.
They can get their phone out of their jorts.
Yeah. We crossed back to where it had been and found a large, fresh footprint. I put bigger than my I put my foot down next to the print. I wear a size 10.5, and the print was way bigger than my foot. We estimate it to be 16 to 18 classic Bigfoot size, classic sizes, 16 to 18 inches long. In that same area, we found broken trees that had been pulled up and then wove in between other trees. What does that? Whoa, it was making a nest. We seen that on my video when I was looking for Bigfoot.
Yeah,
it was making a nest. There was a fucking nest. It was making a nest. Yep. So the limb we thought was maybe 5 or 6 feet off the ground was more like 6 to 8 feet. What we saw was big, and when it moved, it almost glided. It was dark gray with brown hair. It was bipedal. I couldn't make out facial features or say 100% what it was. We were too far away. Dude, that's for sure. I think that's for sure a Bigfoot, bro. and he shows a picture. He shows a
West-
picture there of the foot. You see it, guys? The foot there is his foot next to the footprint right there. Can you see it? Yeah, it's dude. That's total. That's a Bigfoot moment with T Squeegee. So, would you guys like to discuss this new information I just dropped on you?
I got a question for you. First question: you 100% believe there are Bigfoots, right?
Yes, of course I do.
I'm going to make you a deal on. It's going to be on documented.
Okay.
If you catch a Bigfoot,
Okay.
an actual Bigfoot,
Okay.
and you get the government to say you caught a Bigfoot, or anybody reputable say you caught a Bigfoot, I will give you my business, my equipment, my desk, my computer, the whole nine yards.
Listen, I can't. I'm going to say this right here, right now on Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio that Joseph, I'm retracting that statement for Joseph Henry Hardee because Bigfoot is real and Joseph is not going to be able to, he's going to be fucked if anyone takes him up on that, including me. Bigfoot is real, bro. It's real. Have you ever seen the Patterson-Gimlin footage? Obviously, you haven't. See, that is a real Bigfoot's right there. That is a female Bigfoot's with some double D titties. It is a real thing. It's a real thing, bro. It's a real thing.
It is, and maybe I'll lose everything I own for it. I don't know. I mean, I have a hard time comprehending it. Nobody, all these sightings, but just like this guy, they forget to take a picture.
You know what, Joe?
Joe, I have no defense there, bro. Because I tell you, this is the internet age, and everyone's got one of these in their hands. And if you have not caught Bigfoot on camera yet, you know what I mean? Son of a bitch.
I can take a surface cleaner to a roof tomorrow, and it's going to be all over Facebook by 12 o'clock.
Right?
Nobody can get a picture of Bigfoot.
That's hilarious. Because you, that's true. Because, the stupidest thing will be all over the internet, but we can't get Bigfoot on it.
You know what, Joe? You just messed up, buddy. Because TJ and I are going to drag a Bigfoot back to that Airbnb and let him loose, and then we are going to go claim our prize in the Carolinas.
Woo! We're gonna turn it into the circle bar. Instead of the circle
right.
H, it's going to be the circle bar. You know what I mean? It's going to be sweet.
Yep. And the Bigfoot's going to be the maitre d' at our petting zoo that we open.
Dude, so I just spoke to someone just live tweeted me. They will chip hashtag plane ticket for Tim is down. Somebody's down for $10 already. Somebody's already chipping in $10. Yeah, you're almost there, Tim. That's $160 there already. Woo!
I'll tell you what. I'm in for 50, and I'll put it right in your hand when you show up, buddy.
I'll go 50, and I'll send you by PayPal.
Yeah, I'll do it by PayPal too. Just hit me up, bro.
Can I give you $50 in beer? Does that work? Can you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I'll do that. I'll buy you a beer. I'll buy you a beer.
You can make it rain.
Yeah, we're gonna make it rain on them hoes named Tim. Because what you need to do is plan it out to where you're on the plane, you're out of town, and when you get there around 11:30, we can go pick you and Richie up at the same time. It'll be like the biggest family reunion ever. We're going to have a train of cars coming up to pick Tim up. Mark's going to follow us. Henry's coming. We're going to be in the minivan. We're going to have Seth. It's going to be sweet. We're going to go pick up Tim.
Hey, can we all drunk before we go pick Tim up?
Yeah, we can do that. We got to have I'll be the designated driver.
There you go.
Oh, man.
I have a strong suspicion that Mark will be the designated driver. Mark looks like he is Mr. Serious Pants on this trip.
I don't really drink. I know. I mean, I'll have a beer with you.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah, me either. I'm not too much of a drinker anymore. I mean, I'm going to have some beers. I mean, because Seth keeps making that fucking face, I'm going to end up being shit-faced. I'm going to have my shirt off, shaking my titties. It's going to be bad, bro.
I'm trying to get people in trouble.
I'm going to be twisting nipples and licking my fingertips. It's going to be out of control, brother.
Seth, are you staying at the Holiday Inn or are you staying at the Airbnb?
I'm at the Holiday Inn. I booked that shit as soon as I heard about the Airbnb. I was like, nah.
No.
Listen,
Stuff being
TJ,
window cleaners.
if I catch you with your underwear and a towel in your hand tiptoeing by my fucking room, I'm gonna video that shit.
No, I'm gonna. Hey, have you ever
I'll
seen?
be knocking.
Have you ever seen Silence of the Lambs? Goodbye horses. I'm gonna get the full tuck. I'm gonna have a robe on, a flower. It's gonna be sweet, bro. I'm gonna have my grandma's house coat on. It's gonna be awesome.
Weird moths flying around your room.
Yeah. Goodbye horses. I have a feeling that Mark just got a sweet picture right there. So, you know, Joseph, I'm looking forward to meeting you, man. It's gonna be sweet, dude.
Hey, here, man.
I think we're gonna have we're laughing and joking about, dude, we're gonna get so hammered, but I mean, we're just fucking off. Seriously, we're gonna have a good time, but we're gonna be networking. We're gonna be talking shop. We're gonna be talking industry. And I think I've said this in the last podcast. I'm saying window cleaning world, watch out, because all the old heads are getting together for a weekend, and we're gonna come out hard body karate. I cannot wait until our green screen appearance happens. I cannot. Me and Mark are about to take YouTube by storm.
Oh yeah,
Outlaw Window Cleaner is about to take YouTube by storm. Me and Mark Tanner and fucking Tim Huber vicariously, we're going to go so hard body karate on YouTube after Kansas City. It's going to be so awesome. I cannot wait for the green screen stuff is going to be classic.
TJ.
What?
TJ, once that's all templated out, it's easy after that, right?
Oh, dude, yeah, we're slapping that bitch on everything. we could do one of those a week. All you got to do is get your shit together. You know what I mean? It's going to be so good. It's going to be super good, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be sweet. I figured out is all you got to do is give me your track. I can lay your track and then lay my track over top of it.
Perfect.
So, you know what I mean? So, it's going to be... I'll be able to fill in
that apple, man.
Yeah, I'll be able to fill in where you have, where you go because when you do it, you kind of take pauses. I'll be able to fill in there. It's going to be fucking cherry, bro. It's gonna be so good.
My problem is
Mrs. Snoozebottom might make an appearance. Who knows?
the pauses are because I'm trying not to laugh because some of that shit is just hilarious.
Henry doesn't know, but he'll be. Hey, listen, in Kansas City in a few days, you will know. I'll play some of them for you. It's fucking the funniest shit ever. Yeah. Mark is a genius. Mark's a genius.
Hey, I have to bounce out of here. I got a 5-year-old walking around.
All right, Tim. Listen. In all sincerity, man, we are super upset that you're talking about not coming, and I know you're gonna do your best to come, but
tomorrow's Sunday.
I know you have to do. I know you have to do some fucking work Friday, but all you have to do is hook up that water-fed pole and not be a pussy, and two, make no excuses because. We can get you to Kansas City. We can get you there. We can help you.
And not only that, Tim,
we're willing to help.
If you do the water-fed pole gig and it doesn't come out perfect, you go back next week and take care of it.
Yeah. Like, hey, I'm sorry. Hey.
I'm not lying to you. I move 20-story buildings when it's not the right time. 20-story building, no problem.
Yeah.
I'll be there next week. Look, I got a guy out. He's sick. He hurt his back. Okay, no problem. Just know when you're coming.
My wiener hurts. I got my wiener stuck in a light socket, fellers. I can't come. So, Tim, we appreciate you, brother. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Real soon.
Peace, bro.
Good, buddy.
Peace. So there goes Tim. We just broke the bad news. Tim is fucking coming. Dude, I swear to God, I'll punch that dude in his fucking face. I ever see him if he don't come. I swear to God, I'm beating.
Dude, you know what? It's really too bad that he's 4 hours away. Do you know anyone that could go help him that's closer?
Dude, I'm honest to goodness, if I had known last Friday that this was going to happen, I would be ready. Dude, the hydro cart, my extensions, I would go down there and knock the outside of that bitch down in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
In a heartbeat for him. In a fucking heartbeat for him. I've got the hydro cart, so I know that shit's... I'll pimp the fuck out of that glass. I'll pimp it so hard, he'll be like, dude, how much you pay for the hydro cart, bro? He'll sell his white fucking F-150 for that bitch. Because that shit's the bee's knees. I'm telling you, man. My 5-stage hydro cart is not no fucking joke. That shit's official, like a referee with a whistle. That motherfucker stays down like 4 flats, stays down like 10 toes. I love me a hydro cart.
Yes.
You use water fed pole too, Joe, or just traditional?
Traditional one.
Yeah.
Have you seen Joseph's water fed pole? It's fucking aluminum, dude. Yeah, he was cleaning windows with an original Tucker pole not too long ago.
I still got an original Tucker pole.
You must have pipes. Like that shit is heavy as fuck.
No, that's Mark Tanner. Mark Tanner's got the gun show.
I know. I noticed when Mark was laying on the table like this.
He's always flexing his fucking biceps for everybody.
I know I need more. I'm building a cabinet soon. Probably within the next 2 months. I've been looking at a couple options on it, on which way I want to go and whose I want to buy. And I've been just postponing it. I do need to get it.
Right, cool.
Yeah, but for I got a question for you, TJ, because you're a bronze brush guy, and do you use that on maintenance cleans, or is it more for an aggressive clean?
I fucking use it everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. I bought a big order in January. His pads that he was selling, but they were falling off quite a bit. So I just bought the bronze pads that they sell for the. You know what guys I'm talking about, right? The bronze pads with the white backing.
Yeah.
I bought those and I just been cutting them down. I get three strips out of fucking one of those, stick it on the constructor brush, and I go, dude, I use it on everything. I fucking love it. The only thing it don't work on real good is cut-ups, because sometimes the cut-up's too short for it. But other than that, dude, it buffs the glass with pure water at the same time. I'm getting screen burn off with it. I'm not, and you know what screen burn is. That chalky white fucking horse shit, that shit comes off with it. It does a good job, man. I'm not saying it's absolutely perfect, but damn, it's pretty fucking close. You know what I mean? And that could be my experience cleaning glass. You know what I mean? I'll factor that in as well. You know what I mean? I've been using water-fed pole for at least 13 years. You know what I'm saying? Or 14 years. So. Because the first year I worked for John, we hardly ever used the water-fed pole because we had fiberglass poles, and that motherfucker was a beast to use. You know what I mean? We didn't have that nice-ass carbon fiber, light shit. You know.
So let me ask you this: the bronze brush is specifically the bronze brush, meaning you can't put blades in it, or you can if you change it out, take it apart.
What do you mean?
If I take my constructor brush, can I add the block and make it into a bronze brush, or do I need the whole?
I'm sure you could. I don't know if he sells that or not. I don't know that. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that.
I want to get a bronze brush, and I'm going to rebuild my constructor brushes.
Don't get that window weapon brush that he's got coming. It's essentially the same thing, but way better. The guys like me been out using it. He's got the feedback from us, and it's perfected. You know what I mean? Now he's got all those different pads and a better hook and loop system. So yeah, that's what I would do. That's what dude. I'm telling you, you won't be sorry. I wouldn't shit you. You're my favorite turd. I'm telling you. The bronze brush on a water fed pole, that will really. I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna get every goddamn thing there is, but if you got something that you do like with me like a couple times a year, it works good for that, man. Like if you're doing routine, if you're doing routine, you like buy annually cleanings or annually, semi-annually, whatever, a couple times a year, it will work, man. It's fucking sweet, dude. I use it on the big jobs.
I got a Ruth Chris that's about 30 feet high.
Okay.
And it's a perfect setup for pure water because there's a water outlet right there. Okay. Right. The issue is because it's at a very busy intersection and the truck sits there. I get like striping in the glass from the bristles of every configuration I've tried. So that's why I'm interested in if it'll be even.
This, I promise you, will work better than that because I have a job similar to that I do that's fucking huge. And, dude, I crush it with that bronze. That bronze brush is pretty badass. And from what I understand, I've talked to guys that have been using the weapon, and shit like that. I know one of the fellers in the inner circle. Dude, it's even better than the bronze brush. So, I think it's fucking slick, man. And now you're going to have a bunch of different choices for abrasives in the center, too. You know what I mean? So which is cool. I'm not really keen on the stainless steel. That just scares the fucking shit out of me, to be quite honest. I ain't using that. I'll let everyone else make that mistake. And I'm not saying it's going to be a mistake, but I'll let everyone else try that out. I need to see that vetted first.
Yeah, I think I'll buy it if it comes at, you could buy all the different pads. I'll bring some home, but I'm not using it until I see others use it first.
Yeah, test it at least,
Yeah, it scares the shit out of me. But
yeah,
so basically what you're saying is there's going to be about window cleaners all over the United States are going to have steel pads, and they're all going to sit there and wait. Who's going to be the first one?
Well, you know what? Perry seems fair. Perry has been very adamant about they've been using it and trying it, and he feels that he's vetted it thoroughly enough to say that it'll be fine. So, I mean, I'm going to buy, like Mark, I'll buy the pads, but I'm going to test it out on something before I'm going to start slinging dick with it like I did with my bronze brush. You know what I mean? Because the bronze brush is fucking sweet, dude.
My experience is this, okay? If it's on 30 feet up, okay? If it's 30 feet up, you're not getting a lot of leverage and pressure on that stainless. So I'm kind of thinking you shouldn't have too much issue. It's when you're going to get something trapped into the stainless that would wreak havoc.
Well, wouldn't you have the same concern with a bronze pad or a steel wool pad, or no?
Well, no, because if the steel wool, if that stainless is strong enough to dislodge something that's attached to the glass, whereas the bronze might not be aggressive enough, that's where you're going to have a problem.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. So there's more chance of the bronze breaking down because of the concretion instead of the stainless breaking. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, intelligent point there, Mark. I like that.
So you guys use the bronze brush? I had a question on cut-ups. How is that like on the framework of the cut-ups? Like, is it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been considering it, but it scares me because I use it a lot.
I'm going to tell you, I don't use a bronze brush on cut-ups.
Okay.
Just because normally that pad does not fit inside the mullions. You know what I mean? You're not getting. Yeah. You know what I mean? So normally, if I'm doing cut-ups, I got the Beast out. I got the Hog's Hair brush out because that fucker is titties and beer on cut-ups, man. I love that thing But the only thing is, you got to make sure with that Beast brush that when it's wet, I usually take mine and put mine in soapy water and let it sit in my bucket, and then pull it out. Rake it out a little bit. I've got a little like a steel comb. I rake it out and let it dry. Let it dry. Blade up, because if you let that fucking boar's hair lay down, that shit, once it's fucked, it's fucked. You know what I mean? You got So and that's any boar's hair brush. Once it's fucked, it's fucked. You got to maintain it properly. So it is what it is. But it's I like the water fed pole for me. I don't really like to use it residential too much. I know there's a lot of guys that do. If I use the water fed pole on something, normally it's on some wicked ass cut ups, or you know what I mean, like a storm window job with fucking cut ups. I'll bust out, you know what I mean, just to save time. Or if it's just straight cut ups, I'll use it. Or casement windows, crank out windows. Double hungs. If it's a double hung, I'm not. I'll just get out the ladder. I cannot. I'm not going around the fucking house doing the tops and then waiting for them to drip and then go around do the bottom. No. I'm not making 4 trips around the house. No.
Yeah.
So I'll get out the fucking ladder and break her out. You know what I mean? I
got some nursing homes coming up with like a million cut-ups on it, and that's why I was asking, because I was like, I wasn't sure how to attack it, because doing ladder work on like 200 plus windows is not really my thing. Like,
well, I'll send you some pictures. I'll send you some pictures of this job I do by myself every fall, and I do the whole outside with a water-fed pole, and this will be my sixth season doing it. I do it twice a year now, just because the price point is right and how quick I get it done. There's like literally no fucking overhead on this. I'm fucking, I'm doing good on it. But you'd be surprised, man. It's pretty badass. I don't know how much you use water-fed pole, but if you're doing a lot of cut-ups, I suggest a boar's hair brush of some sort. And it doesn't have to be a constructor brush, but, it'll really, especially, do you do it often?
No, so I just bid them. I just kind of won the bid like 2 weeks ago. Okay, so this will be my first time doing it. But I was looking at the ladder work, and I just didn't feel like getting after it that way.
Are they funky?
No. So someone was maintaining them before.
Oh, okay. You just wanted you come in and cut somebody's fucking legs out from underneath them. Fucking bastard.
Yeah.
What do you charge at $349?
Those guys. Yep.
If it was done traditionally by your competition,
yep,
you're really going to have to scrub it, because all of a sudden you're going to get all that soap to come out of the frames.
Yep.
Okay. You almost have to do it twice.
Yep.
Okay. Your results will not be good if it was done. Like, I've taken over.
So it would be worth doing like a test maybe before the job to see how it comes out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No matter what, but no matter what, you're gonna want to spend a little extra time on those cut ups and rinsing them out good, because, like he said, it will release the soap. It will. It will. I've been doing it long enough to tell you that it will.
If you just approach it like a regular water-fed pole job that you've done in the past, and so the history on the job is water-fed pole, you can run through it. But on a job, you'll see that soap coming out, because no matter so many details with a rag, there's soap on it.
Yeah.
No matter if it's rained, there's going to be soap coming out of it. So you need to keep an eye on it. If you start to see soap coming out, double rinse, double scrub.
Okay.
But you're still saving time, double rinsing and double scrub with them. Especially on cut-ups, man. No question.
Yeah.
So,
dude, I got a funny one. We got a place up here. It's a commercial place, and they have small offices on the second, third, and fourth story. And they literally took regular double-hung windows, and then they glued these mold bars on them to make them look like they're French. Okay. Well, they called me. I went and looked at the job, and I'm like, you could see all the soap from the inside running behind the bars, and then you could see where it was ragged. And I'm like, I got another process if you're open-minded. And the guy's like, we're just so unhappy, come and do it. So they called several companies. This is when I first got into pure water. So I had the big, tremendous twin DI tanks that weigh like 1,100 pounds. Mm-hmm. So me and one of the guys, I didn't even have a lot of experience with it, but I knew it worked. We set the thing up on the sidewalk, plugged all the system in it, and my competition shows up and he goes, "What are you guys welding?" And I'm like, "Welding?" He thought they were welding. You need to educate yourself in your industry. So long story short, the guy, his name was Ray, and he says to me, I go, "Listen, you got to keep an open mind. The window's going to stay wet for a while. But you come back in 2 hours and look at it and tell me what you think." He goes, "Man, 2 hours, I'm going on a plane. I'm flying out of town. I got to get this done today, but I want to see that work." Long story short, he calls me from the airport. He goes, "I am absolutely amazed at what you did. Send over the contract." Sold. Right then. And I've had it ever since. 10 years now.
There's a guy here in town. Speaking of dudes that know what the fuck they're doing, there's a guy here in town that's got a water-fed pole. It's one of those Unger ones. He's got an Unger water-fed pole, and he hooks it up to the hose bibs out in front of the house. No filtration. It just squirts regular water on her. It's fucking the best thing I ever seen. And I ain't got the heart to pull up and be like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing?" You know what I mean? But, I just let him go. I'm not one to tell people how to do things, you know what I mean? Give everybody my secrets and shit. You know what I mean? If you want to suck, suck on your own. Welcome to the suck, motherfucker. Sucks to suck. Sucks to suck, kid. How you like them apples?
Hey, what was that Unger pole that screwed together? And it was carbon fiber. It screwed together. It had the hose was built into the pole, and the neck section screwed in, and it had an O-ring in the top, and it was aluminum connection between them.
I remember. I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, I have a college I do.
Do you use the Unger Stingray? I heard that's really a nice piece of kit.
Absolutely not. I'm not. Look, I'm not.
I remember when everyone was really like, dude, the touch, everyone was using pure water inside with the pads and shit, and the dude's like, "Well, I bought like 2,000 pads, so it should go quick." And I'm like, "What the fuck? Just get out a squeegee, you fucking loser."
Yeah. I found actually, I bought that system, and once you figured out to stick to the Velcro, the Kotex pads works the best on those.
Yeah, Kotex definitely works the best. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Joseph? Joseph, listen. I just want to say that the podcast is almost over, and we've achieved what we wanted to. Me and Mark Tanner can talk longer than Joseph Henry Hardee. We finally got Joseph to shut up.
I can't talk to water-fed pole.
Right? I'm only fucking with you, Joe.
I get it. No, water-fed pole, I'll keep my mouth shut every time. I can't.
I like that. I like that. A man. He's like, well, that's not my thing, so I'm going to sit and listen to these fellers. I like that about you, Joe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever, Mark. What's wrong, Mark? What's wrong, Mark? What's wrong? Is your story over, Shorty?
Yeah.
Story with a water-fed pole. Who knows?
So I was in one of my colleges, and I go to the library, and I don't remember what pole I had, but it wasn't tall enough. So I went over to the shop. What?
You get that problem a lot, don't you?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, my pole was too short, so I made a trip over to a guy I used to work with, and he had that pole, that Unger pole that screws together. So he hands me this giant bag, and he goes, "They all just screw together, and it's got an adapter. You plug it into your pure water system." And I thought it was a brilliant idea until I started using it. And you start scrubbing with it, and then one section will loosen up, and then it just leaks water everywhere, all over you. Yeah, I don't even think they make that anymore.
There's
they called
worse
it. It was.
That.
Yeah, it was first generation of that Unger. It paid like $6,000 for this pole. It was expensive.
Yikes! Yeah, there's nothing worse than using a water-fed pole and fucking getting wet, and it like runs down the pole. That fucking shit's annoying, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Fucking annoying. It's annoying.
Yeah.
So, I guess we're gonna cut this one short. Dude, so Henry, we're gonna see you in Kansas City. What day are you gonna be in Kansas City, sir?
I'll be there Friday about 5:30.
Friday at 5:30. And how about you, Seth? When will you be there?
I'll be there about 10 o'clock.
Friday in the morning, and yeah, Mark will be there. Yeah. Mark will be there tomorrow.
Actually, I'm considering going over to Ohio and helping Tim out so he can go.
Right? Yeah. Fuck,
but
man.
When you get into the hotel, hit me up.
I will, man.
No.
Watch out! Don't make TJ jealous.
Yeah. So. Listen, you better stay. Hey, all the sexiest man in window cleaning shit aside, you better stay away from Mark, motherfucker. That's my buddy.
Get away from my man.
Get away from my man.
Just go get some barbecue or something.
Yeah. Hey, you guys gotta do the scoping out of the barbecue. So Saturday afternoon, sometime we can escape and go eat some barbecue as a group, and have a little bit of fun. Yeah.
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 We're gonna be shooting some. I'm gonna be shooting a documentary style video of the whole experience. I'm going to release it on YouTube. It should be super awesome. I'm not going to be that guy that's running around with the camera the whole time so nobody can have fun, but I'm going to get some intimate moments on camera. So, yeah, Joe, that's what I'm talking about. So, dudes, this has been super awesome. Everything I thought it was going to be. Joseph, is there anything you'd like to add before we go?
Can anybody lend me enough money to get there?
Sure. I got like $10. I hook you up, brother.
Hey, if I start making now, I can get there.
Right. How about you, Seth? Anything you got to say?
No, I'm good. I'll see you guys all Friday. At some point.
Friday. We should, considering that we're not going to be waiting for Tim to get to my house Friday morning. Me and Josh is like, bro, I'm going to be up at like 4. So are you going to be ready like around 4:30? Because that's when I'm going to be there. And I'm like, seriously? He's like, I'm trying to get there early as fuck. So we'll probably be there in the afternoon sometime, I would say.
On Friday.
On Friday, yes. Friday afternoon we'll be there. It should be, by all accounts, good times are to be had. After speaking to Alan Smith and hearing about what happened at the IWCA, there's a good chance that this could be one of the best things I've ever experienced in my life. So,
hey, let me ask you one question. TJ, what are you guys driving?
we are driving a minivan.
A minivan. What color?
I'm not sure why.
Seth and I are going to water balloon your ass when you pull into
I'll let you know what color it is. And
we'll get
Seth,
Josh first.
Yeah, well, Seth, clearly, if you guys want to throw water balloons at us, Mark's going to have to get on your shoulders.
We played chicken in the parking lot.
Yes, Mark Tanner's phone froze just in time. Yes! Yes! So,
I missed.
you see all them tall trucks in the background. He's clearly trying to compensate for something.
Never big enough, buddy.
Mark, I'm thinking that there's a good chance that Mark might put me in a headlock and squeeze my head like until I think there's a good chance I might get a little like a big brother beat up when I get down there. You know what I mean? There's a good chance I could get my ass kicked by Mark. I'm on the fence about it. I don't know. He's got those wild Henry Drees ties. Like there's a good chance that and there's a good chance I might get stabbed by something rusty and medieval.
And watch out.
I think everyone dodged a bullet with Henry. I mean, because the last thing you want is Henry to show up to the torture chamber. The fucking beds are chained and they swing from the ceilings, bro. Henry Drees is going to roll up in his fucking Grand Cherokee full of weapons. We're going to fucking, it's going to be so awesome, bro.
The one thing I noticed is I haven't heard or seen from Henry. He might already be in the Airbnb setting up the torture rack.
Well, I can say now, before we get off it, I went down to Florida. I done a foreclosed building down there.
Okay.
And the job went to shit. You know, it was one of them jobs. But I was right there in Henrystown, and he'd come by and talk to me. That is one cool dude to sit there and talk to. I mean,
is he a big guy? Is he as big as he looks? Because he looks like he could pass as Bigfoot.
Yeah, he's pretty big. He's pretty big.
That's the first thing Mark said. He goes, Mark's like that. I would not want to run into that fucking guy in a dark alley. He is a big fucker. And once we got him on the podcast and he sat in front of that fucking wall of weapons, I was super uncomfortable. I was like, this fucking guy. And then we catch him on a chain fall in fucking the garage, lifting himself up in the fucking air. I was like, dude, anything is possible, dude. All the disappearances in the Everglades could be Henry Drees. He could be the grass man. I don't know.
Think maybe Lucas paid Henry to go out there and take us all out?
Yeah.
That's possible.
Hey, man, I tell you what, dude, anything is possible. Like Mark and fucking Seth not touching each other's wieners. I mean, that could possibly not happen Friday.
I'm hoping for that.
Possibly Tim Huber could actually get on a fucking plane and show up. I think we've given Tim enough grief. He's gonna try to make it happen. I hope so. I know everyone. Yeah, he's gonna try. You,
Mark Tanner, and Tim almost have to be there.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's the Outlaws. Y'all gotta be there.
Yeah.
You know, any one of us, Seth, no offense to you, you could not go. Anybody was going to care.
Nobody's going to give a fuck.
Go. Everybody's like, no, yeah, go to him.
Nobody's going to care if you come or not, Seth.
Yeah. I was under no delusions over it.
But you understand what I'm saying? But you three guys are the Outlaws. Y'all got it. All three of you go out.
Right. Well, I tell you what, man. I tell you what right now, dude. I will fucking... I will be upset. The whole reason why I'm going is because... Tim Huber and fucking Seth kind of forced my fucking hand. Seth bought a fucking plane ticket like 5 minutes after we talked about it. He's like, dude, I already bought my plane ticket. I'm like, well, fuck, I gotta go now.
You did? Don't talk about it, be about it.
Right,
son.
yeah. He was like, I already got my room and I got my ticket. Where are you guys staying at? I'm like, holy shit. So, Tim, we've got to go, bro. He's like, yeah, I know, we got to go. I don't think Tim was prepared. I wasn't prepared for this rain, to be honest with you, but I'm glad that I had the foresight. I was like,
wait a second. Hold up. We just had a freaking hurricane come through. We got feet upon feet of rain. We got roads you still can't get down. We haven't worked in a week. And I'm making room in my schedule. So I don't want to hear about a little bit of rain to get you off working.
Yep.
Tell him, Harry.
Tell him.
All right there.
Well, what I was trying to say was, before I was so rudely interrupted by this opinionated guy, I made I made the proper precautions. When I talked to Perry about it and Tim was, getting after me about it, I was like, you know what? I've got a couple. I have that big job I was just talking about, the one I do by myself. You'd be surprised I do by myself. That one is actually, when I come back, that's what I'm going to be doing. But I scheduled it that way. You know what I mean? I was like, well, with the foresight, I was just like, and I've been doubling down. So, like that lift job, that wasn't supposed to go right away, but I made shit. I just worked double. You know what I mean? Just to make sure I could go, and when I came back, I'd come back to a mailbox full of Chexes. You know what I'm saying? It's big Footses and Chexes. You know what I mean? I made sure. So that just adds more to the legend of us busting fucking Tim's chops. You know what I'm saying? We just like to bust Tim's chops. I was going to have Richie come on, but Richie isn't on Skype. We talked. I think Richie might be sending you nude pictures right now, or it could be Mark's wife, like, get in the house, Shorty. So, guys,
guacamole.
Right. So, Henry, again, I want to thank you for coming on, and you have an open invitation. Anytime you want to come on with the Outlaw Window Cleaners and be on the podcast, you just hit us up. I mean, we fucking have Seth come on, and all he is eye candy. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
What do you think?
Well, hey, what we got to do is every time, every time we have Seth on, we'll have the sexiest man in window cleaning and the ugliest man in window cleaning on at the same time. You'll balance each other out, dude. Joseph, that shit was funny as fuck, dude. He's like, everybody knows I'm ugly. That's why I wear this hat. Dude, I love that self-loathing shit. It's the best shit ever. But you guys are awesome. Go to www.outlawwindowcleaner.com. Get you some Black Diamond squeegee rubbers, some fucking Outlaw Window Cleaner t-shirts. We're going to be adding some new shit after Kansas City. You guys will see what's going down. And it's going to be super awesome. Mark, thanks for coming on again. My co-hostess was the mostest. Seth Byers, the sexiest man in window cleaning and the most opinionated man in the fucking cleaning industry, Joseph Henry Hardee. Thank you so much for coming on the show, sir. And we will see you guys later. This is Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio.
Wait. One more thing. One more thing I noticed. Joe, is that everything behind you looks one-dimensional. Is that a curtain as a set? Can you pull that up? And then that white wall is there? Okay. Yeah. All right, just making sure.
So that was probably the best closing I've ever done on a podcast, and Mark just fucked it up. La, 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 la. Hey, Mark, behind your shoulder there. Look, it's Gargamel.